When the facts get twisted and the lies stack tall, my red, white, and blue heart starts at answering the call. Question everything. Don't swallow the lies they try to sell. 'Cause sometimes logic fails and it drags this nation straight to hell. Conspiracy analysts digging for the truth they try to hide. We the people stand together with our hands on hearts and full of pride. This is my home, my blood, my heritage, my sacred ground. My country's not for sale, and we'll never back down.
What is up? What is up, folks? How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is ready and all excited about the show tonight. We have two ladies in the house that are probably just going to blow y'all's minds in so many different ways. I seen you in there, Brett. Actually, we were chit-chatting back there, so I wasn't keeping them waiting. I guess we were all three keeping y'all waiting. So anyway, glad to see everybody here, congregating in the old chat. And I'm not going to just keep y'all for too terrible long. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and bring them up. We'll start talking. Just remember, I do expect quite a few tonight. You know, I've been wrong before, but if you got something that you want to ask them or something that you definitely want to be seen, that chat gets crazy, so super chats are preferred. So anyway, guys, I tell you what, without further ado, let me bring these ladies in here and we will get this party started. What's up, guys?
Hello, hello.
How are y'all doing?
Or should I say g'day?
G'day. There you go. I don't know which one of y'all wants to go first, but you want to just, I told them that y'all investigators, you know, but if you want to tell them anything else, go ahead.
Kate, by all means.
Go ahead. I'm
think-
trying to figure out why it's not showing my.
Looks like you're frozen.
Yeah.
Of course I am.
You want to go out and then come back in? I know that's
Whilst
general.
doing that, I can just give a quick little intro. The reason.
Yeah. Go ahead, Amy.
What I want to come on for is I'm feeling like all of the boys getting all of the kudos at the moment, and all of the ladies who are doing all the really hard work behind the scenes, not getting any mention at all. Well, that's not true. They're getting a little bit of mention. The boys are learning. They're doing better. But I'm here to raise up all of the ladies in the background who.
There you go, representing.
Yeah, that's right.
So guys, y'all better give her lots of love in the chat. Give Amy some love, and Kate also, when she's there, she is. I bet she'll be just fine now. Look at there, you're moving.
Yes, she
Yay!
Hey, it happens, and with StreamYard, I've learned that's always the place to start.
Of course.
And it always does something. There's always some little hiccup. So Kate, you want to introduce yourself? Just tell them whatever you want them to know, other than that you investigate. CK.
Yeah. I'm Kate. I am a stay-at-home mom, 5 kids, and I basically just do this because I have an adult son and other minors in the house, and I guess I can kind of relate to the situation that I feel like the Robinsons are kind of in. Not that I have a kid in trouble, but I could imagine having to balance the situation and not being someone that would go shout from the rooftops,
Right.
but someone that would have to rely on people that would seek truth and figure out what's going on, because you can absolutely get railroaded. So
Yeah, definitely. It's like a combination of, you got to kind of try a combination of the system and the public. Especially now, things are different than they used to be. But a lot of times the system tends to fail us, so you can't really put all of your faith into that. So when you see things starting to go south, I mean. And we'll look. I tell people all the time, if he didn't do it and they know he didn't do it, that doesn't necessarily mean that they'd be out screaming from the rooftops right now. So
So I flashed my
people
eyes
are
before,
different.
Kate, because I didn't think that you looked old enough to have an adult son.
Uh-oh, she's going to ask her for a favor later. She's getting brownie points.
No,
Oh,
Kate does
me.
things for me without me even asking for them as favors. We were talking about it, about the previous podcast you had yesterday. I was like, there's a couple of things that they mentioned. I'd really like if we can dig into those so we can answer some of their questions. Automatically doing it. And I was like, yes.
Yep, there you go. I was thinking after I got off last night, I was thinking, I wonder how much that she heard, and if anybody, either one of y'all was making a list of stuff that that people were asking or talking about, at
That was
least
me.
stuff that I couldn't answer. Yeah, so that's good. That's great. I know that. Oh, good Lord, who is it? I think it's Ruth that was asking about that. But yeah, I know she'll be tickled to find out about that on the back wall. So it
That's what
just
I'm
has
saying to you.
totally
Like,
escaped me.
you said that I popped in and I was like, I've been here. I've been taking notes. I had it on my screen. So I lose the chat when I have it on the screen. So I was just
I
busy,
seen you on early and then later, and I figured, look, I like to go in and say hi, but I never even really got the chat thing until I started doing this. Now, obviously, it means a lot more to me than what it ever did before. But me, I get sidetracked or I'm doing something, and so I'll go and say hey, and then I might drop back in at the end too. So anyway, so where do y'all want to start at? I figure basically we just talk about whatever y'all have been doing most recently. If you want to start with the back wall of the tent, we can do that, and then go from there. Whatever y'all want to do.
I might just give a quick little, just follow on from Kate, because a lot of the Aussies who are in this space at the moment, we tend to get the question, why is this something that you're interested in?
I was going to ask y'all that, both of y'all that. So that's good. Go ahead. Yeah, I meant to ask both of y'all that.
And I know that to Americans, like you're right there, but I've got two reasons. There are a multitude of reasons, but especially two. I was actually born in Mobile, Alabama, believe it or not. So I am an American citizen. I never gave that up. I do live in Australia and I have an Australian accent, but my mum is British and my dad was actually born in Louisiana. So very, very close to home for me. I almost feel like my heart is torn into three places and sometimes in forks. My nan is Irish. So,
Yep.
and I love to travel. But whenever I went back to the States, I loved when you walked through customs, say, welcome home. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the first reason. It is close to home for me. But also, there was something deep in the pit of my stomach when this happened. I thought, this is just evil. And I've only ever felt that fire in my belly one previous time, and that was during COVID. I've never been someone who questioned the rules. I've always followed the rules. I've been a rule follower, I guess, as a teacher.
Right.
It's something that just was naturally in me, but it just felt so wrong, especially when
Yeah.
they started getting the vaccines out for kids. I just knew someone had to
Yeah,
stand up
and y'all
for
over
what was
there,
right.
my God, as bad as it was other places, here included, over there, I'd see clips over there and just, man, it pissed me off just seeing video clips.
So I don't want to get off track, but I use that as a comparison for
Yeah.
what I felt when Charlie Kirk was killed. I was just like, no, this is just as bad as that. And I had that fire in my stomach. I was like, no, we've all got to stand up. We've got to do something.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
and
yeah.
look, that night, I mean, the night of the 10th, I mean, there were vigils probably in every country in the world, if not close to it. I mean, so it's not like it's just an American thing. Obviously, yeah, he's one of ours, but I mean, at the end of the day, he touched a lot of people worldwide, and yeah, it was tough. But so you wanna expound any more on that, Kate, or?
I was just gonna say, the welcome home at the airport made me think of the Mitchell Airport in Milwaukee says discombobulation area. So if you've ever been there and had to put your shoes back on and everything else, there's also the recombobulation area. Like it's pretty funny.
Yep.
One of those
Well,
just little
I've been to every conspiracy.
Midwest.
Yeah, Midwest. I tell you what, I've been out Midwest working before several times, but I've been to every conspiracy theorist dream place. Talking about airports, I've been through the Denver airport before, so somewhere I've got some pictures stashed back. I don't know if either one of y'all's looked into that, but that one's a whoo.
That was one of the first things we looked into over here.
Yep. Crazy stuff. Like almost like COVID plastered all over the walls and some of those murals. And anyway, we'll get derailed big time
all
on
of that
that.
sort of stuff. I love that sort of discussion.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I went when I went. I didn't go there for that reason for sure, but when I heard where I was going and that I was going through Denver, I was like, oh yes. Finally, I get to see if all these videos and pictures I've been seeing are real or just. But all right, well, so y'all want to do the tent first, or where y'all want to go? Y'all driving, y'all steering. I'll go whichever direction y'all want to go.
Go for it, Kate.
Sure, we can start with that. I gotta grab that file again just because I had gotten kicked out. Just takes a second. So you guys had talked about this a little bit yesterday with that camera tipping.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got that loaded back up now.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the sort of work that doesn't get promoted. We do this in the background. And I wish there was more of this.
Well, whenever Brett said something like that, I was like, well, hell yeah. I mean, he said something about the girls not getting, enough airtime. And I was like, hell yeah, just say when. So Brett's in the chat. He's the man, by the way.
Good on you, Brett.
He's a good one.
Yeah, so this is actually just from the UVU review footage. I just clipped about 30 seconds of it, but you can see, so the camera gets, when they go to rush in to help Charlie, it kind of gets bumped several times, and it's definitely just bump, 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 bump. And so it's not really balanced well. So the weight of it is the handles that somebody would be holding.
Okay.
The weight of it is pulling it and pulling it as those handles are kind of turning. And
it's
then
slowly going. Okay. For a while.
Yes.
It was already off balance.
It just drops. Yep.
Yeah.
And it seems like it actually startles the officer. And that's why he pulls his weapon right then.
Gonna shoot the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess you heard me say something about him, Barney Fife, under there pulling his gun.
Yeah, so that's I think a lot of people are showing that clip and not showing the beginning of the actual like what
Case
happens
in point,
with the
guys.
camera.
Chat, always remember, if anybody shares a clip and tells you any kind of wild thing about it, always try to find the original or something and watch a few seconds before if it's anything at all that could be interpreted. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, because it was cropped.
It's all about context.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Most of us are learning that the hard way every single day. So
absolutely.
Well, and then you got any idea about that back wall? Then what might be hanging on there? Have you got something to? No,
that I do not. No,
I don't know what that is.
The back.
It's I'm trying to think if I've got something I can easily pull up. Right there beside the camera, when Terrell takes down the camera, actually both come down.
Two things.
Yeah. And
I've seen it before.
I thought maybe it was just a microphone because it seemed to be attached to the camera or he took them both down at the same time, but I don't know. I don't know why it would be, honestly.
It was mounted differently. I know at other events I've seen it mounted sideways, not hanging down like that. Right. That's the only thing that I've seen that's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably something we need to ask Artifix about or Furman. They've been doing a lot of work in that area.
Yeah, and somebody like that has seen all the equipment used there time and time again would probably recognize it easily.
Yeah, I was trying to look through Visual Impulse's website and everything yesterday to see if I could find any other equipment or what their camera types are. And I definitely was able to find what kinds of cameras they use and everything, but I wasn't able to find double mounts like that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think who's got the best pictures of the back wall, because I could start scrolling through and try to find a good picture. I guess just about anybody really that's looking into this has got tent videos and pictures. I may be scanning around and looking while we're
Hmm.
chatting because
Charles McClintock
yeah,
Wilson has a lot of very clear photos. I've been scanning those relentlessly. I don't know why people are so hot on this the color of maroon, but I just see green shirts everywhere.
really, I
Yeah.
hadn't noticed that. You know, I don't know. I mean, even Barron talked about it. Um, I don't know. Charlie's Angels in the chat. What's up, Charlie's Angels?
Hey.
Yeah, she's a
We
good
love
one too.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, she's something
Yeah.
else. Um, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna scan through here, and I
There,
might see if I
one
can
second. I
spot a
think
better
I've got
picture of it.
one.
Okay,
See, telling you, Kate's the girl.
she's come prepared. All
Let's just
right, let's
upload
see
here.
here. Yeah, see, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I saw it sideways before, not hanging down like that. Seems very
Right.
weird. But
Yeah.
apparently they do a lot of things different on this particular event.
Can you zoom in on that the way you've got it shared, or
No, but I can grab another photo of it and do that.
okay? I tell you what, X is kind of a pain, and StreamYard, you've just got to be careful if you think you're gonna. I like to just share just the actual page that I'm on. I don't have to worry about other stuff that's cluttering up the screen or anything like that. It just shows what's playing, but you also can't do anything with it. So if you think you might want to zoom in on something, then you have to go back and share it different, share that whole page, or share the whole
Sure.
browser.
Let's see. I should be able to.
So what have y'all guys mainly been working on lately? Have y'all been like debunking y'all been debunking the last hearing, the preliminary hearing? Y'all been looking into, cars and Tyler pictures and stuff from campus, or what have y'all mainly been
We
working
spent a
on?
lot of time on day 2 from the preliminary hearing, mostly on the compilation video, just because it may seem like a short amount of time, but when you're looking at it with such a microscope, it takes a very,
Yeah.
very long time. And going back to everyone else on X, getting their feedback, then updating the documents, reviewing it again, it's quite tedious, as Hayden likes to say.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. So a lot of my work was doing the documents for him. And that takes a fair bit of time, especially when people want things a certain way. We're trying to get all of our views incorporated, making it easy for everyone to look at. X has limitations, like you said, so you can only share 4
Oops.
pages, so we needed to keep everything to 4 pages. And that's images. You can't even share PDFs. So I would PDF it first and then have to separate them all into single image files. So a lot of that sort of stuff takes a lot of time. So that's why we had a weekly spot. It's been very good actually having that weekly spot because we knew we had a whole week. So I don't know about anyone else, but I have a day job. I'm a teacher, and a lot of my work I bring
Yeah, I
home.
do.
So, and then also with the change in times, the time zones, it can be quite tricky to manage.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can imagine, especially when you're working with other people that are,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oops,
And I did
good lordy.
the flipping the cameras, those 3 staircases. I
Right.
I flipped those views back and stitched them back into the compilation video.
I was wondering who it was that actually caught that. That was pretty wild.
I didn't
That
catch
was
it,
enough to impress Hayden, I think.
but I flipped
Yeah.
it back.
Came to the team.
That was crazy. Now look here, why are we only getting 2? Good lordy.
Whether she's sharing that screen.
Well,
That's
yeah.
that's the 2
Stream-
cameras that are
StreamYard can be
right
such
up
a
there.
pain.
See, is that a camera though?
God,
I mean,
don't know.
that's what I don't know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
called them cameras in when I synced
It's got
it, but
the
I guess I
exact
don't
same
know.
mount, it appears to.
I thought it was sound, but I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or it could be Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
I'm sure
It
we've
could
covered
be,
this before. I just can't remember.
Actually, I did read something that that they had been having
their own
trouble
system.
with outdoor events with Wi-Fi, so that they had been putting up their own Wi-Fi system. So maybe that's what that's. I guess I wouldn't know what that would look like.
Right.
And it would, I guess, be weird to hang that. And I
I'm
don't
sure
know why it
Charlotte
would be
would know.
next to a camera, but right.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Might have to shoot that through some AI and see what its opinion is. I had
Right.
thought about that. I thought about that last
So
night.
to continue answering your question, so we've kind of completed that now. We had all the questions go out to everyone. We've had them answered as best we can. People keep
Hmm.
bringing certain things up, so we keep touching on it every so often. But we did have a little time out to promote Kerry's resurrection theory, we were calling it. So I don't know if we want to talk about that, but we will be
Resurrection
picking.
theory.
Yeah, we will be picking up back on the breaking the timeline and looking at the preliminary hearing next week. So watch this space.
Well, yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about with the resurrection theory. So if y'all want to go for it, I'm good with it.
Kate, do you want to fill them in?
I actually wasn't able to even watch that. That was when I was moving my son
Okay.
into college.
No problem. So the resurrection theory is something that Carrie, I'm not sure how you say it in the right accent, has been looking into. She's done a lot of work. So Hayden wanted her to have some time just purely on that,
Mhm.
because he likes to keep the spaces to an hour, which is fair enough because otherwise people don't usually listen to the recordings if they take much longer than that.
Right.
No one wants to be listening to a 6-hour space. So
No.
she's done a heap of work. And to be completely honest, I was very upset about it at first. And the only reason I was so upset is because it does hold a lot of water and it does explain a lot of the weird inconsistencies that we couldn't explain before.
Hmm.
But in my heart, I think this is the reason I was so upset is just it just felt evil to me. So there's the whole cryogenics. I'm not sure everyone knows what
Ah,
it is. Yeah. So you might have seen some pictures of Alcor up on X.
is that place in uh oh Lord,
I'm not even
where
sure
is
where
that
it is.
place? Is it in
Do you know where it is,
Phoenix?
Kate?
Yeah, I think it's in
I think
Phoenix.
I think it's in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like a very big box with the lettering Alcor on the top. I think it was a nighttime
Yeah.
photo that's getting
Who was that
circulated
that
around.
was
Yeah.
talking about that?
Artifacts would have been as well as
Trying to
Carrie
think where I
Queer.
heard that.
PBI investigates, I think, something like that.
I don't know.
Um,
It was somebody else. I can't remember who it was. I was listening to the other day was talking about that.
well, we had it on
Um,
our space, on our regular space with Muppet. Um, so yeah, Carrie was hosting with us, and she just went through the entire theory and explained all the different things. That big black van that was at UVU
hmm.
looks like a van that they have for their response team, and that would be big enough to hold the pod that
Yeah.
would get put into. There's a lot of little things that came out from that. You'd probably have to go back and listen to the space. I wouldn't do it justice.
It
Carrie
might have
is the
been
best
Barron
person to
that was
speak to.
talking about that. Do you know if Barron
Oh, really?
touched on it? I believe he did.
I
He
didn't watch
might
his
have
last
touched
one.
on it. I don't think he did a full show, but I'm sure he
No, I
touched on
think,
the
yeah,
concept.
I believe he touched on it a little bit.
Oh, there you
I
go.
don't know if it was him or somebody else said there was something that would have had to have been injected into him like
Yes.
almost
Mm-hmm.
immediately, and they would have
Yes.
had to have done CPR with his heart not beating otherwise. So I don't know. It's
Exactly. So
weird.
Carrie goes through all of those details and all the little things that would need to happen. The thing that upset me was I don't think that Charlie would have agreed to that. I don't
No.
think that
Right.
would sit well with his beliefs.
Hmm.
Um, and seeing that black van at the beginning of the event, that's what really struck a chord with me because that means they had foreknowledge that was planned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that
And
is
I didn't
if
get
that
him
is
being part of
indeed
it.
a van from that place, I mean, there's no way that could have been a lucky. I mean, there's no other way to look at that but foreknowledge. What are the so what are the I can understand why they would do that. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I could see, especially, his wife and all of those people in that circle. I could see them doing something like that. I could kind of understand
Exactly.
why
Mm-hmm.
they would do it. But what are the main like evidences of that other than just that's something they would do? And I know the van and stuff, but what are the main? Because I mean,
So things like the autopsy.
mm-hmm,
So initially, we didn't get any details on the autopsy. So there was a question whether or not an autopsy was done.
actually done.
Obviously, stuff's come out since then, but I still haven't seen any of that paperwork. Has anyone seen that paperwork? No.
All we've got is excerpts from the medical examiner's report.
Exactly. Also, there was the body. What happened with the body? So we don't know where that is.
No
That's still a
answers.
question mark. We're also thinking about the way that they were talking about what's his name, the security guard. How can I not remember his name right now? Not Dan Flood, Brian Harpole. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
How he was saying that he was directing everyone and telling them what drugs they needed to
What
be
drugs
using.
to give? Yeah.
Yeah, so they were the things that stood out for me. I know I'm probably forgetting a whole heap, but Carrie would be the best person to speak to.
Hmm.
Yeah, so there's lots of little things like that that just was like, that
How
really doesn't
sold?
sit
How
well.
sold on it is she? I mean, is she convinced that's what happened, or is it just something that she's looking into?
She's done a lot of work, so I'd say she's pretty invested.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm.
So the pushback from me was also on another layer. The whole, because I'm Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised
Same.
Catholic. I'm not strictly Catholic. I do go to church with my mum, mostly for my mum, not because I enjoy it necessarily. I do like the songs. I like to sing. I'm a singer, so I like to sing the hymns. I get very frustrated with when they change the prayers. There are
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that I've noticed, I guess, because of my conspiracy theorist hat, that I just think, why are they changing the words on that?
Always a reason.
Yeah, and it just doesn't sit well with me. Like, peace be with you. Now it's saying, peace be with your spirit or something. I'm like, well, hang on a minute. What about my whole body? What about my soul? Why is it
Right.
just my
Right.
spirit? Why are you trying to separate me into pieces? So I don't really like all that sort of stuff. So I get frustrated. My mum's just always, let it go. So I am Catholic, and I do know that we don't believe in certain things. I'm gonna tread lightly here because I know how upset I got when I first heard this theory.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of the second coming,
Yeah.
and that he will be resurrected, I could see them using Charlie, being that he was so loved, everyone would accept him and embrace him coming back. And to me,
Right.
that would just be the Antichrist. So
Yeah.
that would be the perfect way that they would use him. And like I said, that's evil.
Those people are pretty twisted. So I mean, I'm not going to put anything past them.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
single day it just seems worse and worse and worse. I know they call themselves Christians, but wow. Wow. So,
Precisely.
so what are y'all, where do y'all lean on methods?
On the way he was killed, I have not got any convictions in that regard. I think there's too many options, too many things that make sense. So until we get evidence where we can actually discount anything, I'm definitely open. I do have my favorite theories. I don't think it was any one theory necessarily, a method on its own. I think it might have been a combination. They might have had a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, because they did
I
not want
see
him
that.
leaving alive that day.
What about
Yeah.
you, Kate?
And
You got any idea or you lean any
not
certain way?
really. I'm really not married to a theory, and I think that's one of the main differences, I think, between a lot of the women and men that you see in the investigation. I think a lot of the men lean towards the how did this happen and
Yeah.
want to figure that out. And a lot of the women are a lot more into the why.
Yeah.
We lean towards the relationships and the context and the background and, how does this all tie together? What would make something like this happen? And then when you look at all of the different motives that you can come up with, I mean, I can come up with probably a list of 400 suspects,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. For sure.
a lot of what I do starts with ancestry. And then I find myself finding, oh, look, these people are cousins. Oh, look,
Mm-hmm.
these people were in business together, or these guys grew up together, or,
Right.
whatever. And it wouldn't be people that you'd think, so it's kind of wild. And I feel like it's sort of, it'll bring in ideas that that others maybe wouldn't think of. And I think that's why it's really great to have both women and men in the space with
Yeah,
research, because
definitely.
otherwise you're not getting the whole picture.
Yep. Well, it's just like, and especially with y'all both being Catholic, I don't have to worry about offending anybody too much here. But it's like the nuclear family. I mean, obviously there's other ways. I mean, sure there've been some kids that came up just fine with you know, either one or the other, or two moms and two dads, or there's exceptions to every rule. But I mean, there's a reason why. There's a reason why things have always been done as a rule the way they are. You got to have a little bit of both. I mean, and I can understand, especially in this investigation. Yeah, I mean, y'all, and look, how many women at the beginning, um, which I was too, I have to say, but how many women started getting creeped out right off the bat with Erica? I mean, it was the women mostly that were shouting from the rooftops. Most of the men were like, "No, I ain't touching that. That could
Yeah.
be a grieving widow." The
Well,
women were
and
like, "No, that shit's not right." Mm-mm.
well, and
But
I think it's that something isn't right, right? So, and that's another thing that I always say, that emotional intelligence is women's superpower,
hmm
because it when I look at her eyes, I don't see crazy eyes. I see help me eyes. I see someone who is, giving a speech and scanning the audience. Because, okay, so when I say need to get my 15-year-old daughter's attention across the room, I
hmm
do the
Yeah, yeah,
like, you know, and
That's a
yeah,
teacher
yeah.
thing
so,
too.
right? And somehow, even through the back of her head, she feels that, right? Like, and she turns around and she looks at me.
Yep, yep.
And so there was that one speech that Erica was giving, that she was doing that like every once in a while. And I almost felt like she was trying to get someone's attention. Like she was trying to send some sort of like a help me message. And I kind of wanted to be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, is somebody keeping your kids from you or something? Like, what's wrong? Like, are you trying to ask for help? So maybe it's not that she's crazy. Maybe something's truly wrong, that she has something going on.
It could be. I mean,
Um,
there's always that option. But now I have to push back a little. I've seen the little compilation videos. There's some crazy eyes there too.
that's absolutely, absolutely. And when Candace mentioned in one of her videos, there was like a mental health diagnosis that she sort of glossed over a little bit and then never came back to it. And my thought
Yeah,
was, you know, that would definitely be
explain a
something
lot.
worth exploring.
Yeah.
Because, you hear all kinds of things. She wanted to be this, she wanted to be that. She forgot about this part of her life when she was explaining this. Like,
Well, that
maybe,
She's
becomes the
massive memory
question. Did
gaps,
she
doesn't she?
forget about
yes,
it, or is she really that much of a liar? I mean,
Mm.
and that to me, there's a big difference there. And so,
right,
yeah, it could be either. If she's actually forgetting that stuff, I mean, that's just crazy. And if she's lying, obviously that's no good
right,
either. But yeah, I
right.
mean, she
So,
does.
I
She
mean,
seems
I
to
have
just,
questions.
yeah,
Oh,
got
I think
questions.
that's all we ever have. Even when we're trying to
Right,
answer other people's questions, we have more questions.
All right. That's one thing
exactly.
about it. All these questions just lead to more questions.
That's why I have notebook upon notebook upon notebook. My daughter wanted to buy me a new notebook, and I was like, well, you're going to have to get one that starts with a table of contents and it's got numbered pages, because that's the only kind I get. Because otherwise, I can't find my notes. Like,
Uh,
I thought
I
I was
have to be able
organized.
to find
You're way
it.
more organized than me.
Here you go. Here's you a few dollars. Go get you a notebook like you like.
The thing that
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't sit well with me with Erica is how many things that she's done precisely against what Charlie would have wanted.
That's my problem,
hmm
though. To me, that
Yeah.
can't really be explained any other way than just whether it's a mental, health, situation, or something worse. Yeah, that's
that's
not.
that's where I wonder if she is truly in control or not.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. But
Yeah, and there's
in
people
that
that have
whole
told Barron she's not running the place. I mean,
that
so,
Right.
coffin video just makes my skin crawl. Like
but
that
I
was
don't
just so
see her out
awkward.
there, doing anything about it either. So, I mean, I don't know. She may be in a bad spot.
Right.
Her
It makes
husband
me
sure
think of
wouldn't have gone.
the conservatorships and stuff. Like, is
Yeah.
she?
Like Britney Spears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what I thought when you're talking about is she okay? And the eyes, and I was like, yeah, Britney did not look okay during those times either.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
I
still
don't
not sure
know.
she's
I just
okay.
like to, it's just like the he's still alive theories. This is where I'm at on all of it. I mean, obviously, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything that they haven't done. You know, innocent until proven guilty, even in these type of things. Even these
Hmm.
crowdsourced investigations. But at the end of the day, my main pushback to people on the Charlie's Still Alive is not only do I just don't believe it. I mean, I feel like what I witnessed was a man dying. But
Yep.
besides that, um, if you can explain away all of the strange actions and everything by everybody around him in his close circle and his wife, and basically you just exonerate all them altogether. Not saying they're guilty, but I feel like they should be looked at. That's just
Mhm.
my opinion. But if you just come to the conclusion that the reason they're acting weird is because he's still alive, well, I don't think that you're ever going to prove that he's sitting on a beach somewhere. And so at the end of the day, like I said, you have to just kind of absolve them of everything.
Hmm.
And I
I know
just don't
this has
feel
come
like,
up before when they carried him away and they didn't support his head.
yeah,
To me, it just looked all like there was no support structure there at
no,
all.
no,
Yeah, and so when it
that was
came out
not
that
a,
it was destroyed, I was like, that makes sense to me because
yeah,
it
no,
just
that,
looked
that
like
was not
when
a
you go
person
limp,
faking.
you go limp, but you don't have that range of motion and movement, in my
Well, it's
opinion.
like Barron said, he told him he wouldn't show the picture, but Charles McClintock Wilson, had shared one with him that he doesn't have up on the website, and he said that if you could see this picture, there would be no doubt. You would have no
Yeah,
doubt, because a person's head, neck doesn't
Right.
do
turn
that
and go like that. So. No,
exactly.
I don't.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't. I just don't believe that. So,
Yeah, as
but
much
but
as I would
again,
have loved for that to be
well,
true.
yeah, yes and no. I have to say, it pissed me off pretty
Yeah,
bad. I mean, I don't want anybody to be dead, but at the end of the day, I just don't think he would do that to anybody. And
exactly.
you know, he and he knew this, but it's more than just his close friends and family. Somebody like Charlie, I mean, good Lord, loved worldwide. So, yeah, I just don't. I don't think he would do that anyway.
We're aligned in that thinking.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
mean, eh, I guess maybe a person could get desperate enough, but I don't. I just don't think he did.
He seemed pretty brave by the
Exactly.
letter to
Yes.
the letter he wrote
Yes.
to BB was kind of
Yep.
His
Oh, when that
values and
came
his
out,
morals.
you had both. You had two different views of that. When finally the full thing came out, and I did a
hmm
show where I just literally I read that letter, and of course ran my mouth along the way, and I just some people were like, "Oh my God, he just admitted it. Like he's part of it. He was in there, telling BB how to this and that, and like he was encouraging all this and not no, no. I mean, he was telling him what a effective method is to get your point across, but that you need to do it.
right. I'm
Quit
not doing this
paying.
for you anymore.
I'm not going to do it anymore. Quit paying American influencers. We should not
Hmm.
be doing this. When y'all don't apparently don't seem to even care. So
Hmm.
that's a very very that's a very, very abbreviated, way of putting it, but that's basically what that letter was. That was a I'm out.
Yeah.
What I want to know is the relationship between him and Trump. What was that really like?
Yeah.
Was it one sided? Because it feels like it was now, looking back.
Yeah.
Or was it just all BS?
I have, that's something I've thought about quite a bit, but again, I mean, that's something that it's going to really ever be hard to completely prove out. But
Feels almost like him and Erica are closer, Trump and Erica.
yeah, I mean, but I mean, and that could just be Trump just, feeling for her
Now that
if he
Charlie's
doesn't
gone.
know any different. I mean, I don't know what they know.
Yeah.
Right.
know,
Is he read in on the whole thing? Because I
Yeah, I
feel like
mean,
sometimes presidents are given plausible deniability on a lot.
right,
Yeah.
right. And I mean, purposely kept out of certain things. I mean, that's why there's black budgets. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that the president does not sign off on and never even knows about.
Right.
So, I mean, and I'm not trying to just automatically give him a pass, but that would be that'd be pretty wild to know that it went up that far. You know, you got people that believe that our military and all the way up to the top to the executive office knew and planned this. Then you got other people that think they were complicit in it, or at least the executive part.
On
I don't
that,
know.
have you got Charles McClintock's website handy?
I can pull it up. Let's see here.
Because I just thought, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind having a quick little scan on the
All right.
crowd photos. Because there are two people in the crowd that, I don't know, there's something that's really annoying me. Every time I go to his website and I look at those crowd pictures, there are two people that just stand out like sore thumbs to me. And I think
Right.
one of them, if not both, might be military.
I thought that I had looked this. Maybe I've never looked it up on the on my laptop. Let's see. McClintock is. Let's see.
It's
Is it
Charles
CK
McClintock Wilson.
McClintock? I can't remember.
McClintock, yes.
That should be close anyway.
It should come up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oops.
His
All right.
images are so clear.
God, I know.
Yeah.
He done some
But-
good.
I find that he's done a lot of editing on his page. Like, it's constantly
Really?
changing. Yeah. Like, there was a video up that's
yeah.
gone.
I like the Getty Images website.
Okay.
I have not been. I have not been on his website in a while.
There are
so-
images that are missing that I took screenshots from, like, right at the beginning of the investigation.
You've got to
And
do
now-
that because I mean, anything can happen. Stuff tends to go missing like that. So,
Mm,
all right, let's see your funeral.
so it's not the last scene, it's the one prior to that where you can see
Okay.
MJ, the officer, Min Jae
All right.
Kim, but he's got MJ on his badge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, come on, finish loading. You got plenty of internet. There we go. Okay, so let's see.
You just go to the first crowd photo and then we can just
Yeah.
scroll through them.
All right.
I just want to see if you guys can pick up on the two that stand out to me, or if it's
Alright.
just me and I'm just honing in on them every single time I look at it. Might be my personal
I'm anxious
obsession.
to see if these are any of the ones I have saved with
Okay.
very odd titles. Because for a while I was saving images with things like, "What are you doing over there? What are you
Right.
looking at? There's that one again with the silly glasses." Like,
All right, let's see. I must have scrolled past it again. Hold on, I'm going.
I think that's
slow
better than
this
what
time.
I've done, Kate, when I was doing that the poster for Hayden. Not taking screenshots, and I'm like, running 1, running 2.
There we go.
I
Charlie
just-
Kirk's back and go back to
running
I
Legs
just hovered
crossed.
over one. This one's called "There's the Lone Creeper Again."
Hey, you've got to have nicknames. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to keep all that stuff straight. So,
Yeah.
And we have
Is
to
what
have
it
fun
is.
doing it, because otherwise it just becomes too much of a chore. It's depressing
Right.
enough as it is. So
all right, I'm sharing this here now. Let's see. I'm probably going to regret doing that. I'll probably have to go back and share it the other way. So I can, okay, add to stage. Oh, yeah. Oops. All right, let me remove that. There we go. All right. Now,
Yeah, that's the one. So we
you
scroll
just
down.
let me know.
You can start on the first
Well, there's a
crowd
good clear
photo.
picture of it right there, probably. See him
Yep.
up there? Well, we might check that
Camera.
out here in a minute.
Mm.
All right,
So
you
we
tell
start
me
on
when.
the first wide shot one on the right there.
All right.
After those two American boys. Yeah, we'll go to that
Okay.
one. And then if you just want to scroll through them one after the other, if you can hit the right button.
All right. Yep.
Let's just see if anything stands out.
All right. Where am I looking?
I just want to see if anything pops out to you
Okay.
because
All
these
right.
two
All right.
blokes just,
Okay. All right. We're going to do it
And
that
you,
way.
Kate?
Let
You,
me
Kate? Or anyone
maximize
in the
this thing.
audience?
Yeah, y'all let me know in the chat if anybody stands out. I see that guy.
Yeah.
He for somebody
Well, the
that had to
first-
rush back to the hospital.
That's funny. That's one of the pictures I have.
Is it? There you go. The first
Yep.
thing that here's a question. Is it just me? But I always seem to clock the people who are clocking the photographer. So the people who are looking directly at the photographer
camera.
and they've got a weird look on their face like,
Yep. There's one right there. There's one right there.
that's
Yeah.
the first thing that I clock. But then the second one are these two particular blokes.
When you
What's
have
that?
this many people and all of this going on, it is odd that somebody would appear to be looking around to see where the camera's at.
Exactly.
So I kind of get what you mean. There's
Yeah.
here's one right here looking. Oops. Yeah, blue
Yeah, that's
shirt.
the thing with his website. It does that all the time. So that's why I just keep my cursor over the right arrow and then I just tap it so it goes from
All
one
right,
to the
I
next.
went back one
So-
accidentally. That's
And
what I
I'm
did.
uploading the couple of guys in that one that I have circled because I happened to have that one literally
Oh, I got
pulled
you.
up. That's really
Have
funny.
you circled people in the photo?
We'll
have
see
you,
if
Kate?
yours matches.
In that one, yeah.
That's
me
interesting.
know
That
when
one
you
didn't
get her
have
on
a
there.
fun name though. It should be coming up onto StreamYard.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Had to scroll up. All right, let's see. Stop screen and add to stage.
Oh, you got one of them. You definitely
Yep.
got one of them. I'm not going to tell you which one though.
This was one I pointed out. Was this one? This lower one
Blue?
on the left. And where'd he go? There was another one over here on the right, but that's not the one I was pointing out.
Oh yeah, Kate.
Now,
some of the
what
photos
was it
they do
about
look very
these guys?
similar. Yeah, it
Um,
might not be the exact same photo because there are a lot of these ones where you've got the same
Yeah.
majority of the same crowd, so it might not
Yeah.
be exactly the same one.
So for me, I was tracking and I mean literally looking at these same guys because they seem to be
Yep.
A, alone,
Yep.
and
Yep.
B, not enthused in any way.
Yes. Yes. Good girl. We're on the
Like
same.
they hate being there or something.
Yeah, like just very serious and just looking around. And I think they all did probably get nicknames in subsequent photos.
So one of
This
these
is
guys,
this
was
is the
there very-
same picture we were looking at because there's that guy. I couldn't find him on your picture, but whoops, right here. Sorry, I was over there circling on
The
the
one
website.
of the-
This guy right here is one that I.
Are you moving your
Yeah,
mouse or I can't even see
Oh,
it?
yeah, you can't. Never mind. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't.
You
show
can
my
drop
mouse
mine
on-
again if you need to.
No, it's all good. But this is the
Well,
same
I'd like to
picture
go-
though.
If
The
we
guy
go
with
back
the
to go
Vans
through-
shirt, the guy with the green shirt that says Vans, he's just to the right of him. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah.
almost making eye contact.
Oh
with
yes,
So
He's
that was the
squinting.
one I
He's got-
picked out.
squinty.
He's got a phone in his hand.
The
No, the guy
guy in the
behind him.
Vans shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he at least looks interested to me.
See,
Right.
how many, see how many green shirts there are?
There are a bunch of green shirts,
Mhm.
and honestly, I don't see a maroon shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I do see a bunch of green ones though.
Mhm.
So if we go back to the website, if we
Yeah.
can scroll
Alright.
through a few more.
Let
But
me
Kate, you're
remove
onto one of
that.
them that I was onto. He was there very early in the piece as well.
All right.
I remember when we were
and-
telling Muppet, we need to find more images from when they were setting up. This guy was there early. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Whoops.
let me take this down.
Hold on. I clicked on the wrong one.
All right, I took it down from the studio. You can't do it again.
There we go. All right. So do you want to stay
Right.
on this one or you want me to go to the next one?
You can go to the next one.
Okay.
You can click through them quickly if you like. It doesn't have to
Alright.
be, you don't have to be searching or anything.
Just
that one's
tell me
that
if
one.
there's.
So that's
Let's
another
see.
one there. I'm seeing lots
Right.
of green still.
Yeah, there is a lot of green. Men and
Yep.
women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to click over?
Okay.
Not that one. Keep going. Yep, there's another one.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one.
What?
Go again.
Yeah. Yeah, no maroon either that I can see. There's
Nope.
Justin Davis.
Yep. There's another one. And my guys are there again,
Mm-hmm.
just not in the exact
Yep.
same spot.
Look at this dude. This old guy
Yeah.
in the gray shirt. Can you see my cursor on there? Yeah.
Yep. I find the guy to the right with the colourful shirt, he's a bit interesting. I don't know what's going on with him.
There he goes right there. That's the one I was looking at.
Yep.
Colorful shirt. Oh, yeah.
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 Still
Yeah,
lots of
I've never
green.
done this, but if you're going to do this, Charles's pictures are the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is there anybody? What is his name?
Oh, I
What's
do
that
know.
guy's name?
No. Oh, Muppet will be yelling
Yeah,
at
this is not my forte.
Right.
I've got them all in the folder on my drive.
I'll think
Okay,
of
so
it.
now we're seeing one of my guys, but not both.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are we talking about the guy with covering his or shielding his face, or not shielding his face, but blocking
Yeah,
his?
so he's one
blocking
of the
sun?
pair,
Okay. He does look
Yeah.
a little. He does look a little
and he's looking
know.
at the camera, isn't he?
directly. It seems
Yep. And look at the look on his face, and he's got an earpiece too.
he might be glancing slightly to the right, his right, but he's looking pretty close at the camera though. And yeah, he's
Yep.
got his AirPod in.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if we go to the right again,
Okay.
and we're back on the crowd, and
Is that
I
one you want to go pause there or?
No, we can keep going.
All right.
We don't need to be looking at them for a long time. I just want to see if anything pops up. He's come
Right.
up. I know Muppet ID'd that guy.
That's what I was going to say. If I was just looking for people that just appeared to be military men or something I don't know. Some people just got that look.
There's my two guys again.
Let's see. Your two guys, where at? Let's see. I don't know. I don't see them right
Remember,
off.
Kate had one of them circled in her photo.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't see anybody too crazy here.
It's fine. Yeah, the next one. And you can go again. And you can go again. You can go past these right to the next crowd one.
All right. Let's see. Go back here. Why did it take
That's
me
what
all the way to the
that's what
bottom?
his site does. I find it annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that.
The one
You'll
here
have
with
to click back
Charlie.
into it again.
Final
No, go back
sequence.
into the crowd ones again.
Whoops.
No,
Oops,
not
sorry.
not the final
Okay.
sequence. No, one of the two American boys on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
it switches when you put the mouse on. It's so weird. Scroll down.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Did we?
That's pretty cool that you know this website good enough to
Yeah, I do. I've looked at it
know
so
what you're
many
looking
times.
for.
Mhm.
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It'll be yep. There we go. After the Trump hat. Stop. up.
Okay. Right here.
To the right of the Trump hat. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, I hate his website for this. I don't know why. Is it the platform that he uses? I've got no clue. Can we?
I don't know.
That's why I just download the pictures and put them in my
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, it's a good idea actually.
So that's not the
Can we-
picture you thought it was, or
No,
not the
can we
one that
exit
you
out
were
of that for a
looking
sec? Go
for.
back.
Okay. Can we go back then?
Yeah. It's probably going to
Okay.
click you out again. If you,
All right.
There you go. Back to the two American boys.
Okay.
So it's about halfway down the page, I'd say. And it's the photo to the right of the Trump hat. Stop there. So
this first
underneath
one.
the Trump hat. Well, not the hands up, the first
Underneath.
crowd one underneath.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
that's it. All right, so next one to the right.
Boy, that guy right there looks kind of
Oh,
like
he just looks scruffy, doesn't he?
yeah, he does. But at a glance, does he not kind of look? I don't know. He reminds me of Meech for some reason. Just a lot
I thought
scruffier,
the
nowhere
same
near as.
thing, but his hair's darker. This one, okay. My two
Uh,
boys are there again.
all right, they are there
Oh,
again.
I actually have that one pulled up too.
Do you?
Yeah, actually, hang on. I downloaded that one
Look
to
at
bring up.
Kozak
Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah,
Image
squinting and
file.
clocking the photographer.
yeah.
Hang
He's
on,
definitely.
open. Because I
He's
have something
definitely.
else to. Okay,
All
that
right,
one's coming up in
all right.
StreamYard for you. Because I
Yeah,
have a couple
anything
What's
guys
this
interesting
like,
like
circled.
Kate?
that. Okay, let me pull this down. Okay.
Let's see how Kate's brain works.
Okay, this one's called "What Are These Guys Looking At?"
What are
Yep.
these guys looking at?
Maybe a
Because
drone.
they are looking somewhere that nobody else in the crowd is looking,
Yep.
All right, I'm going to
which
compare
I
your
thought was
circles to
interesting.
this other.
And that happens a few times actually.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so that one dude. Whoops, I didn't mean to scroll. Sorry. So that one dude you got circled there looks like he is. Let me find him again. Lord, I lost him. Okay.
The blue
Looks like
hat.
he's glancing up. Him and the boy right beside him in the blue hat.
Yep.
Yeah, they're definitely looking a different direction. Those two right
Yep.
there
And
are
then you
both looking up.
see the guy in the green with the straight face, and then also the guy in the black are on the left-hand side of that picture
You
too,
clocked my
still
two
just
boys.
looking straight at the camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Right here.
Still with nobody beside them that seems to be with them. Still not
yeah,
looking
you can't see that.
particularly interested in anything.
Yep.
Yeah, the dude in the green, collared shirt. Yeah,
Yep, that's the one.
That's just
So
weird.
if we go back to the website again,
All right.
if you keep scrolling through the photos,
All right.
I think it goes back in time. So you'll see eventually when he's sitting, and there's something between
You
those
just
two
tell me
guys when
when.
they're sitting.
Man, those are some good pictures.
Mm. No, I just saw a maroon shirt.
Yeah. Finally.
That one's so clear.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need 3 pictures of the back of Trump's hat? Like, I don't get
Yeah.
that. It's Hunter. And Henry Dells was there too.
Yeah, and I don't remember who it was that was talking about the investigation or the way they do it, but might have been Muppet. I don't know. It was somebody, but they were talking about how they. I think I saw a maroon shirt then. Finally,
Yeah,
yep, right there
in the top deck. Yeah,
yep. But talking about how they would watch a video from start to finish and just track one person.
Yep.
Never look at anything or pay attention to anything else, and literally just track that person.
Credit to Blake Bednarz for that.
That might have actually been Bednarz that said that, now that you say that.
Yeah, because I remember watching that whole David Harpole thing, mate. Like, that boy, as unpredictable as he can be,
yeah,
I have to give him credit for his observation skills.
Yeah.
I've been told that I have very keen observation skills, but he reads people very, very well. Very well, I have to say.
Yeah. I think it's odd that he has been as direct and said some of the things that he has said, and even his material comes up as proof against Candace in a lawsuit. But
okay, so we can see they're sitting down, those two guys.
Let's see. Yep, right there.
And so there's
that
nothing
one's
between
looking
them.
right at the camera too. Yep.
That blue guy, yeah.
Yep.
But if we scroll through, you'll see that they both clock what looks like a phone on the bench next to them. So there he is, sitting awkwardly there.
Yeah.
The other guy's standing up.
Oh, I have that one somewhere too.
So this is very early in the piece. So I'm not sure if we've missed it. But anyway, oh, there it is.
Oop,
Go right
go
back.
back. All
Yep.
right.
So they're a little bit further away, but you can see they're both looking at the thing that's on the seat next to them or on the bench next to them on that concrete section where they're sitting.
Let's see.
They're
Where
over
are
on
they
the
at?
right-hand side of the screen.
Both of
I
them
keep
are on
wanting
the
to
right hand.
point, but you can't see me doing that. To
Right. Oh, yeah. So,
the left a little bit.
yep.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep. So they
There's
both
that
clocked
one.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely looking at the phone. It's weird that he's not holding it.
Well, it doesn't belong to either of them.
Obviously not. I mean, you wouldn't think so.
Mm. Who does it belong
That's
to?
weird. Where's the other one at? I'm overlooking him.
What do you mean? They're both there. The guy in the black and the guy in the green.
Oh shit! Good lordy. Yeah, he's still holding that piece of. Yeah, he's still blocking his eyes.
And it
He must have
seems to me
forgot
like
his sunglasses.
maybe there are some photos that are missing. I don't know, but I thought there was a photo with someone right in front of it previously or someone behind it. I can't find that photo anymore. I've learnt my lesson. I've started downloading things straight away.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, because anything can happen. I mean,
That's right.
Yeah.
So I thought that was weird. And then in the photos that we
Yeah.
were looking at earlier, you would have seen that there was a guy wearing a tan shirt right behind them.
mhm.
At one point, he's just gone. He was there the entire time, and then he's just gone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always thought it was odd how old Butch Hibbs got around, or at least especially, later.
There's Jeb Jacoby
Yeah.
on the left.
Yep.
He was the one who was doing an interview.
Yeah, and when he
Or-
got pushed out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Has anybody interviewed him or talked
Yes.
to him?
Recently,
Mhm.
Muppet
Recently?
shared it, and
Okay.
I watched it. And I was like, "Oh, then Muppet's right. Everyone should be looking at this a little bit more closely."
Right. Yeah, that's that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nope, shut up, let's go. And I tell you what, it'd be nice if you could download them without the without the caption on there, but
Right.
Yes.
And if you zoom, it just changes the size of the caption. Like,
Exactly.
so frustrating.
All right, so here we go. Let's see. That is a good picture of that, but it is definitely hooked directly to the camera. I wonder if it's a battery, like a battery pack.
Could be.
That would be logical.
Yeah. Especially, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just it's something like that. I need
Maybe it's a
to.
combination unit.
Could
Maybe
be.
does a
It
few
could just
things.
be like a holder with some stuff inside of it.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's either going to be either a battery, power supply, or possibly could even be Wi-Fi. But I mean, I don't know why it would be directly attached with a cord.
You're making me want to
like
do my own
that.
search right now.
Right. I'm fixing to screenshot this good clear picture here zoomed in so I can look into that a little more later. Yeah. Because that's a whole lot better than the pictures of that I was finding on X. And I just hadn't had time to go and, do this now. So, yeah, appreciate you getting us on here. I need to go back through all this again. It's been so long since I've went through these pictures.
Yeah.
Blake has some of the best videos, I do have to say, for
He does. He does.
catching
that
small
was,
things as well.
That was UVU review, most of that
Review,
he's
yep.
got, right?
Yep. And
Yep,
that's what I
and-
had pulled mine from what I showed earlier. And
I wish, is there anything else you want me to show on that right now, or?
No, I just wanted to see if anyone else clocked those two guys on the phone in between. I don't know what it is. It seems weird to me.
Let's see. Let me get scrolled down closer to the bottom and see if anybody. I got way behind on the chat. Sorry, guys.
And also people clocking the camera. Like if they're looking directly at the camera when the photo's taken, I'm kind of like, why are you so observant?
Yeah.
Why did you notice
Yeah.
that they're taking a photo of you? You should be, captured in what's going on around you.
Right.
Watching Charlie.
It
Why are
does
you
seem
staring?
odd. I mean, it does seem odd.
yeah, I always look
Because
for people that are
everything
looking
that's
in
going
a different
on-
direction.
Why, unless you just want to be on camera? Why are you looking
Exactly.
for a
Or you
camera?
don't want to be on camera.
Right. I put a couple other pictures up from that website that have my little
All right.
circles around them.
All right.
Gun tucked
I
under
guess
his shirt.
I guess Brett's meaning this for y'all. Do you guys have the picture or video of the guy running away with what looks like a gun tucked under his shirt? Trying to think of which.
I think that that's from a video. If it's anywhere, it would be on Muppet's page. And if it's on Muppets, it's probably on Matthew's as well.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Make sure that I.
Well,
All right,
honestly, Utah's open carry, so
right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing about it.
And this is the other thing. Someone
Nope.
was bringing up.
Yeah, that's it.
the
Okay.
yeah,
photo-
that's one of them.
Oh, because he's looking up.
Yeah, so that one's called
Yeah,
What's
again
Over
looking
There.
up. It's called what
Again.
now?
What's Over There?
Oh, what's over there? Yeah.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
looking again in a completely different direction than anybody else in the crowd.
It's not even like he's facing the same direction, just looking
Right.
up. I mean,
Right.
you know, it's
There's
like
another
he had
photo-
to wiggle his way. I mean, turn all the way around and look up. So
Right.
Something
And there's
either
people
caught
like
his attention.
Kate, have you got that one? There are two guys where one of them's actually pointing, and then the other guy's looking where he's pointing.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
saw that one. I think. Yeah, if you
yeah.
got that one, that'd be cool.
see if
That
that's
one's
the
even
next one.
more.
That might be the
and-
next
The
one
next
that I put up. Oh, maybe no, it's not. This is
No.
when everyone was running away though, and then
Oh, yeah.
look at these couple guys looking up
Yeah,
Up
and
again.
not behind them,
Yeah.
I see the what's
And
up there
also-
again.
and also not. Yeah, this one's called What's Up There. They're also not looking down towards the tent either.
Right towards
No.
the excitement.
Right.
That is weird.
Uh-huh.
I mean, people generally, obviously, there's exceptions to every rule, and for what reason? I mean, that I guess that's what y'all are doing. But people do some strange things, I guess, in those situations. But usually, when they do, there's a reason for that weird reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If
the other one
you-
was a crowd photo too, Kate. It was like the same perspective, only zoomed out more.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like Mikey McCoy, obviously, I mean, not saying that he's guilty of anything, but man, when you hear a bang like that, and
Right.
he's literally, you got Dan Flood runs across and grabs Charlie and goes to lay him down and never even glance up and
No.
literally just like on cue, I got questions.
There was a
Did you see
photo
they
on
had
X
their
last
baby?
night.
Do what now?
McCoy's had their baby. I saw it on Instagram yesterday.
Oh, did
Oh,
they?
really?
Couple days ago. Yeah.
Well,
You know,
on X yesterday, there was a photo from back where the water is when they look, and it's looking back, and you can actually see Mikey McCoy in the very bottom right corner, and that's when he glances back and he sees them pulling out with Charlie in the car.
Well,
I think that's the
this
only
is
time where he
something.
looked back.
This is something I mentioned last night, and I've thought about a bunch. But obviously Terrell didn't know there was a camera there where he was, doing the whole SD after stuff. I just, especially some of the more direct assertions or ones that she has said very, very confidently. I just wonder how many others that she's actually got.
Oh yeah, for
Right.
sure. I think she's got a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
And it's like I said last night, I wasn't just blowing smoke. I did talk to a person that said that they helped her get that footage, and that when they got, or not that footage, it was actually the footage of him on the roof, that last one that she dropped
Oh yep.
with him on the roof. But that at one time anyway, he had access to all of those cameras. So I'm just curious as to what else she may possibly have gotten. So
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
I like the fact that she sits on the stuff. Yeah, in a way, you want her to just dump everything out there, but it would never mean anything. People get so pissed off, like she's just gatekeeping or trying to keep people coming back, but she's trying to tell a story and let people really understand exactly what
letting
all this
them
means.
reveal themselves
And
and
that
their
too.
their own intentions and catch
Give
them
them
out in the
enough rope to
light.
hang themselves with, and they do it every time.
Well, and I think
Exactly.
it's important to remember that we don't know who she's talking to. For all we know, she's talking to the defense, and they're saying,
Yeah.
"Don't show that yet.
Could,
Yep.
I
We
mean,
need that to
could
stay
be.
in pocket," right? Like we don't
Yep.
know.
No, we
So,
don't.
we can't make judgments
Trust
about
me, she
her
wouldn't come out
reasons
and
for
say it if
saying.
she was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. And so
Obviously,
we
she
we
cannot
really we
talk when
can't know
she.
her reasons.
Right. This is what I've said. I don't, I don't completely put my trust in any person. And I'm never been like a Candace, fanatic or whatever. I mean, I got a little bit interested when she was doing the Macron stuff, but I didn't get into Blake Lively and all that. I mean, it just wasn't my cup
No,
of tea.
I'm not interested either.
So, I've not been just like a huge Candace person, but I do feel like I've said it before. I mean, and other people have said it. I feel like she, by all appearances, was his only true friend. And I mean,
Yep.
Mhm.
including
The
his
only
wife.
other person is probably Gibby on the day of the event.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to have that whole like
Yeah.
shocked reaction
Yeah.
to the sound, and he's the only one that I saw that was covered in blood. He
Right.
seemed to be doing all the work to try and save Charlie. It was
Mhm.
quite devastating when you watch back the footage of them leaving in the car, and he's running after that door, and
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that he didn't go with them. And to me, that confirms that he was actually trying to save Charlie, because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
he would have been in the van with them, with the rest of them, probably
Yeah.
pulling off
Mhm.
whatever it was that they were doing.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But you can't convince me that like his inner circle and well, I'm sorry, but even his wife, for them to not be open to any and all options to me just I don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Did
I mean,
you want
I
to
can
touch?
understand them not wanting certain things to possibly get off somebody that you're really convinced is, the actual person. But the whole point in all this is because it does not make sense. They cannot just know in their heart of hearts that it's him. I just don't see how they could honestly believe that. But anyway, what was you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just wondering if you wanted to shift focus. I know there's a lot of focus that's been on the drones lately.
Drone shoot, yeah.
Yeah. Indy has been someone that I've been talking to for a long time. Brett would know this. He
and
I
I
have
can
been
pull
on
up
drone.
X profiles too if you need me to show anything also.
Sure, by all
So,
means. Like Brett and I've been wanting to promote her for a long, long time.
all right.
So it's
I don't
kind of
know if I
nice
know
that
her.
yeah, Indy. Independent News, I think is her. We call her Indy.
Actually,
IND.
yes, I may. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
she's
I do know who you're
British.
talking about.
She's got platinum hair.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
All right.
she has done a lot of work also with Ty. That's We Are Not Going to Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So when Muppet came out and said, okay, I'm finally going to put out there what I think is going on with the drones, I was
Right.
like, finally. Because every time we were having
Finally.
a conversation, we'd like battle it out. And the way that Muppet is, he says things in this nonchalant, dismissive way. This
Yeah.
very thick Aussie accent that he has. And I'd get really frustrated with him. So it's kind of good to see that he's on board. He's not so sure about the mini drones. And I've got some screenshots that I've sent you.
Yes,
sure
we'll
how good
definitely pull
quality
those
is.
up. I'll pull those
Yeah,
up.
of ones that I've caught in one of Indy's videos. And I
What's
just...
the name of her channel? Is it
Independent News.
Independent News? That's what I thought. Independent.
I can have a look.
I
I
know
think it's
she
got a
had
spelling. Brett will probably know. I can give you the hashtag once
That's
I pull it
crazy
up.
because I know I follow her.
So it's
thought I
INS News Show.
Okay.
So
Okay.
INS News, and then it's two S's next to each other, Show.
INS. All right. News show. All right, let's see. There it is. Oh, maybe okay, maybe I could have swore I was following her.
Yeah, apparently people have been getting unsubscribed from people.
Unfollowed. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, yeah. So now I got her followed. Let me go to my chat or my messages real quick, my DMs, and I will pull
So
those
she actually
pictures
had a
up.
video on YouTube. I was trying to watch it on Rumble, but she told me it should be on YouTube, so I found it on YouTube. And I watched that thing over and over and over again. There were some parts that had probably rewind, play, slowed it right down to 0.25.
Hmm.
It sounds really weird, but I had to catch those
Real
things in
one.
flight.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm like, why don't y'all just cut the sound on these whenever you're.
Yep, exactly right. Because you hear them
Okay, let's
saying,
see.
and they sound so weird.
The sound is doing you no good when it's that slow. So,
Right.
All right, let me pull these up here real quick. Pull these pictures up. Okay, share screen. And
There was one that looked like a supersized hornet or something that's like yellow and black. I don't know what that
right,
is. Indy doesn't know what that is. I have seen similar things on military
one that
websites.
definitely looks like a dragonfly, and everybody always says that's a dragonfly.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that is not a dragonfly
Right.
because that's
You know,
exactly what I've got caught in these. They are not
the
dragonflies.
the
They are
hornet one made me
nowhere in
think
hell.
of during COVID when they told us about the murder hornets.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
wait a second, are they trying to tell us there's these bigger, like they're just setting
They're
us up
prepping us.
for
Exactly right.
Murder
Exactly
hornets.
right.
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
So
Nope, just
I've
bigger bugs. Ooh, what
Yeah.
are those?
They do not fly like
Like that
even with the
big
video,
bug of
they do
Mitch
not
Snows.
fly like dragonflies. I'm sorry, but they do not. The way that these things move and the metallic, the
This
way that
one's
it
the
refracts
dragonfly
light.
looking one, right?
If you look at the body though, it's just not right. It's much
Yeah.
too big in the front. Even the wings.
No, it doesn't look exactly like one, but yeah,
No,
that
it's
one
the
kind of.
shape. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that sort of shape. But I think they have the wings are more like that rather than being like that.
Yeah.
It's more like that.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
and
strange.
there's a few of them there, so you choose which one. Some of them are hard to see.
Does that look
Yeah,
like the same one to you?
it is the same. Oh,
That is the
There's
same
two.
one?
So there's a smaller one and a bigger one.
Okay.
They're not ever really in the frame together, but this is one particular one that I was tracking.
Well, at first, yeah, the bug thing worked, but I mean, the more and more people have combed over all this footage and everything, I mean, like there's one that looks like
Like a
I mean,
hornet.
just almost like there's that one, but then there's one that almost looks like a regular drone. Like to me, it
Yes,
looks like it's got,
there's a big one.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
There's
mean,
a few of them actually,
yeah. All right.
but these look like little.
Yeah, look at there. That's not a bug.
No,
No.
I tried to get them wherever there was it stood out from the background.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That is not a bug.
Thank you.
I mean, God, I mean, it would be a huge bug.
Like I know there are big bugs in Utah, especially at this time of the year. I have been told that from people who live there.
Yeah.
But even when I showed them these pictures, they're like, "Yeah, nah,
Not that big. Not like that. Look at that. It's crazy.
That one I think, is one of the clearest ones. Where
Yeah,
you can actually
it is.
see less
Yep.
motion.
That's yeah, that's not a bug. I mean,
No.
depends on what you mean by bug.
That looks metallic to
Right.
me. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And it just doesn't look, I mean, it just doesn't look like a bug to me. I mean, it looks like it was designed it looks like it was designed after a bug, but it doesn't look like a bug to me.
and they've even done some pretty horrid things to real insects where they've implanted technology into them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking, well, not really looking into stuff, but I've seen some stuff like that on online. So yeah, that's crazy. Let me go back to
Didn't that all start with a cat?
is it
There was like a
do what
cat
now?
that they implanted a cat
Oh,
with something, and then like it didn't go quite the way they wanted it to, and
Hmm.
then they they implanted it again. It was so expensive, and then
Oh
they
wow.
like released it, and it got hit by a car.
Oh
Like,
no, I don't need to know that. I'm an animal lover, so
but
please don't.
I know, but the whole point was like then
uh,
they did all that money just right
Yeah.
down the drain. Like, really, what was the
In
point of
yeah,
that? Like,
I don't care.
you put it in
Indy,
wildlife, it's not gonna really work out very well if it's actual, like, you know,
yeah.
free will.
Oh, sorry about that. They
Indy is
don't
great.
care.
Like she will put filters over any of the images if you ask her to. There was one that she was showing us where she was tracking something and I couldn't see it, and I said, "Can you put the blue filter on that one? Because
Hmm.
I can see stuff really clearly with the blue filter." She'll do any of that to help you see what she's trying to
See
explain.
what she's trying to. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mute that audio on there.
Yes, you can see them flying around there. So I don't know if that's a bug. I couldn't get close enough to those ones.
Yep. And that one there,
That was a
you could
Yeah. You can
argue
see the
is a
background.
bug, but
That's a drone in the background. That looks like a drone. That black dot.
yeah. And
They move
somebody
too
was saying
quick.
that it came out of one of these vents or something here above,
It
wasn't it?
goes way too quick for it to be a bug or a bird or anything like that. And the way
Crazy.
they change direction,
Yeah, that's the other part. God, that slowed way down.
yeah, so that I believe is a projectile.
StreamYard, they did something really nice. They got it to where we can adjust the volume and mute these videos as we're playing them. But unless I'm missing something, it doesn't mute it for me, even though it's muting it for the audience.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So when you're
interesting.
talking to somebody and you got that screaming in your ear at the same
That's
time,
weird.
yeah, they're gonna have to fix that. Unless
Did
I'm
you
missing
pause it?
something.
Is
Yeah, I
that
paused
it
it.
in the middle of the frame right there? Or am
I
I seeing
think it
things?
is right in there.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. Oh no, it's
Oh, here
not.
it is now. There it is, that white. Yeah, so I
Drone or
think
not,
mini drone,
kudos to whoever picks that out flying across the screen.
micro drone. Yeah, it's crazy. So there was one that Indy did with a blue filter because I couldn't see the projectile that she was talking about.
There it went back.
And I'm wondering if I've got it.
So what do you think the drones were there for? I mean, I guess oh yeah, there we go. There's a good picture of one that
Yep.
that's freaky looking. That's the I guess air quotes dragonfly, you know,
Yep.
style drone. I could if I was going to do a show just on micro drones, I could probably sit here on her page and do a couple hours no problem just going through her page. I know she's done a lot
Yep.
on it.
And even Ty from We Are Not Going to Mars, Indy
Yeah.
said that she respects his work and a lot of hers came from his. His can be a bit to sit through. But you can see from what he breaks down, there are definitely projectiles of some sort.
Well,
I
what do
just
you
don't know if
think?
I see all of the ones he's talking about.
I know you said you don't really necessarily lean one way or the other on, I don't know. Do you think if you just had to guess, I mean, are you thinking probably more for surveillance and that kind of stuff or I mean,
I'm thinking probably a projectile, maybe to stun him, not necessarily to kill him. I
yeah.
don't. They could have been used for a multitude of things. The way that these two that I was tracking in this video, I don't know if you remember that there's one point where Charlie like swats something and he's like flicking. Like, what is
Yeah.
that? If you
Yeah.
watch that video or any of the videos that catch that moment, he goes into his own head and he's sitting there and he's looking and then he looks this way
Like
and
what
he's
was
not
that?
listening to what's going on because then he comes to again, and he's like, and he starts listening again, but you can see he's in his own head, and he seems to be assessing the people around him.
No, I hadn't
That
seen
was the
that.
moment where I was like, ugh, I think he knew.
If you can if you run across that clip, or if
Yep.
you've got that clip somewhere, just shoot it to me sometime, because I'd be interested to see that. That's
I'll see if I can find it on YouTube, and I'll share it with you now. If
yeah,
Kate wants to go into
shoot,
anything
yeah.
that she wants to go into.
Yeah,
I definitely have an ending message that I wanted to remind everyone of. But I'll leave if there's anything that Kate wants to
We've been sitting here
dive
just
into first.
bumping away on the drones. What you got, Kate?
I was just gonna say with the drones too, they do have at UVU like a school of like piloting or whatever. Like they teach a lot of that stuff.
Oh,
So
drones and
that
stuff
could
like
be,
that.
yeah, there could be some of that too, where some of them are just hobbyists. I wouldn't say necessarily all of them, but again, questions, right?
You'd
I
think
don't
somebody
make
would
any
come
kind of
out,
assumptions. Well, or the
but
fact
maybe
that they're
not.
technically not allowed.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
aren't.
Right.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Well,
so I don't know.
Brian Harpo, they it's against the rules. I can't break the rules. It's just bullshit to me. It's never been. That's come on, dude. If you wanted to use them for one, you could have requested it and they would have given it to you. I mean, it's just a matter of filling out a form. Besides that, you would have been better off putting somebody next door and flying that drone over where they couldn't have said anything. Whenever there's a will, there's a way. He talked about all these drones that they had just bought, but that he couldn't fly them, because Utah and Provo and whatever. It's just ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Um,
If you
So-
want to have a look at Indy's YouTube channel, it's also INS
Okay.
News Show on YouTube.
all right, let's see. I'm gonna see if she's got it linked up here at the top. You would think so, but maybe not.
I don't remember if
see
she
it.
does. I know she's put it in a few of her posts.
All right, I'll just go over there and search for it. I'm assuming spelled the same.
Yeah, it's the same as her X handles, INS News
All right.
Show. And then it just comes up as independent news.
Let's see.
And it's the one that says your download 10-minute video for walkthrough. That's the one that I got those screenshots from, and that's where I clocked him realizing or questioning, what was that I just swatted? And you do actually see that drone that he swatted come back online later, and it just comes straight up. And I was like, there it is, right there. It's just wild.
It's not pulling it up. Come on, let's see. It's not popping up. Whoop, there we go. That is... Nope, that's regular independent.
I can send you the link.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not finding it, because I think I'm smelling it just like...
Share.
And one of the very first videos that Anna Escobar did was about how the military has capability of like controlling many drones at one time to kind of
Swarm?
yeah, or even to like find like the locations of many things and then execute all at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk on the Hades jets. Matter of fact, I covered Stu Peters and John Cullen. He's done a lot of work on that.
Yeah, John was on Jimmy Dore also.
Right, I saw that.
Yeah.
I hadn't checked that one out yet, but I saw the one he just did with Stu Peters. I think the day before, or something like that. So,
You should have that
okay.
link.
Yes, I just got it. I'm pasting it in. All right, and let's see here. Okay. Content not made for kids. Viewer discretion advised. That's always good. All right. I want to share this tab instead. Okay. And full screen it, of course. All right. Here we go. Now, is there anywhere in particular that we need to go? I know it's like 10 minutes long. Do you just want to start and scroll through if we need to?
You can play it.
Is she narrating? I didn't think about that. I think I've got the thing muted.
So it's silent anyway.
Okay. Being a bit of an eggplant by the moderators.
I'm just.
That's funny.
I don't. 102-minute footage. I thought it was 10 minutes long when I looked at it. So
What I
it's
thought.
long. Slow walk through the final 10 minutes. There we go.
Okay. All right. So let's do that then.
So you can probably. I find it weird how they use this language, scrub. Why do they call it scrubbing? Can anyone explain that to me?
I do not know.
Fast forward, like.
Oh, I've got it slowed down to 0.25. I forgot about that. I had slowed it down.
Well, that's what I did to get to see the drones myself. But it's if you could probably like fast forward about halfway through. I think is where.
All right.
We'll
go part way here. That's not quite half. Think I need to go a little further? Or... I hate to...
I think we just saw a drone go past, so
I guess I can fast forward some, and then if we don't see the SWAT, then we can back it back up.
I can also look at the same time.
Been nice if she would have put a timestamp in there.
Yeah, like I've noticed that people put chapters in their videos. How hard is
this?
He's
reaching up to his eye. Yeah, the chapters.
It's not too hard if you have YouTube Studio.
Yeah, I hadn't figured out. I hadn't gone that far yet. People tell me I should, but
well, because I remember when I've been on other people's videos, and you could just grab that timestamp and you put it into the chat, and it automatically links straight to that point.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Yep.
I don't understand why that works that way, but it doesn't work when it's your own video. Is that a YouTube feature? I'm pretty good at using tech, but I'm not good at explaining it.
Well, it automatically does a like transcript, but I guess the chapters you've got to go in there and
do it yourself. Yeah.
Yep. Come on, where's that at? Let's see. I'm just scrolling. See if playing with his face again. I guess I could just speed it way up, and when we run,
you could do that. You could just let it play while we chat.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's see. Let me speed it on up some then. There's 3 times.
There's the drone there. I just saw it at 28 minutes.
By.
Yeah, you see it zip by many times in this video. At 28 minutes, you see it. I'll keep going to point at my screen, but you can't see me. it zipped past the corner of that tent right there between Dan and Charlie. Yeah.
So that's something that pretty sure Bednar's had talked about. What do you think? Seen pretty interesting screenshots of, or not screenshots, but photos of Frank Turek's phone, where it really does appear that he has got Dan Flood's arm from an awkward angle and some other things on the screen of his phone.
Yep. I think so.
I mean, what else could that be, or how else could that, the screen's facing him. It's not like, if he was turned around with the phone facing Dan, okay, you might argue that it was a, reflection or whatever, but sure looks like drone footage, doesn't it? I mean, some kind of footage from some kind of camera.
That's right. To me, that's exactly what it looks
Didn't know
like.
if either one of y'all had looked into that at all.
I
Not
did. I
really.
watched that in quite a bit
I
of
watched
detail
it.
over and over again.
Weird.
Sorry, Kate.
I watched it. I didn't go really deep into it.
Well, you know,
I mean, I
he
did a
said he had his
workup on all of Frank's interviews. I have a side by side of every single interview he's done and all of
There you
the
go.
contradictions he's made against himself. But
There we go. We should do that sometime. We could do a show
yeah.
just on that. Yeah, I was
Oh
going to
yeah,
say,
I've got
he
I've got
had his kid
workups on
on for
all sorts of people.
sweet. I'm sure you got Rob McCoy, surely.
I actually don't, but Allie Top Files has been doing that one. I have Blake
Yeah,
Neff.
Pastor
I have a
Sundays.
lot on Blake Neff.
I bet that wouldn't be an interesting one. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Set up one and do a couple of those people, just start to finish, whatever you got. That'd be interesting. But yeah, I mean, he said he had his kid on the phone for like 6 hours or whatever. You know, said that it was he was on there and he didn't realize it till he got back to the hotel room. But then, oh no, I misspoke. I didn't realize it until what did he say? I think the second time he said maybe sometime at some point there at the hospital. But when he was talking to Jack Hibbs, he made it sound like he called Jack Hibbs like pretty much right away, right?
It's so goofy because it was actually Jack that said that, and then Frank was
He
like,
agreed with it.
"No, remember,
There's the drone.
remember." Like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
And there it goes again. Can you see it?
Oh, I looked up at the chat. I missed it that time.
So there's actually one part where you see the two of them in the one frame. They seem to be doing different things.
Reginator is asking about the video. It is off of X, Regina. I can shoot you the link or drop it in the chat.
This one
actually
is on YouTube.
Yeah, but this one is on YouTube. Duh. Yeah. All right, well, I'll drop the YouTube link in the chat, Reginator.
In the bottom right corner, you'll see it says INS News Show.
Yeah, there you go. INS News Show also. Let's see.
I think she's got one S on YouTube and it's got two S's on X for her handle.
Well,
there goes the drone again.
It
Did you guys see
really
it?
confuses me.
There it goes.
Just for a split second. It really confuses me. But you know, us Americans to start with, and then rednecks on top of that, it makes stuff like that just really. When you start getting letters where they're not normally at, it just really throws me off.
And whenever I hear you say redneck, I think of my dad. He used to sit on the porch and tell me stories.
Yeah, there you go.
Big
I think
shotgun
that's
on his
why
lap.
people like. I think that's why people like me and John so much together. They sit there and have a good old time, and it's just like two rednecks. I mean, you know, he was. I think he was born and raised in Mississippi. You know, now he lives in Oklahoma. So, let's see who was that.
Drawl.
Yeah, that's Southern drawl. Yeah, Ruth May was asking about who was that again? I cannot ever remember that dude's name. The one that you
Gibbs.
said was chasing the SUV, got left. Was
I can't remember.
you felt
I know
like
his
was
first
trying
name
to save him?
begins with B. And I kept asking, is it Blake? Is it? They call him Gibby.
Gibby.
So his last name is Gibbs. So he's in the black, and he's just next to the guy that you can't see right now in the black shirt, the bald guy. He's just to his left, to our right.
Gibbs. What was his name?
Gibby. Yep, I can look it up for you too. I swear, ever since COVID, my memory sucks.
Well, I don't know.
thought
I
mine
got
had
a
to do
pretty
with
bad
COVID, and
case
then
of
I realized
CRS.
I have a bad case of perimenopause.
Yeah, well, Kate, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, that's
But
the
I know
memory
it was
fog.
COVID was when it started.
Yeah, I thought it was because of COVID, and then I was like, timing. That's probably that.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, CK
Brett says he's
investigation.
got to do what?
I have a whole structured drive set up specifically for the Charlie Kirk investigation.
You about have
So
to,
I
as
have
much as there is.
evidence to verify, videos, images, audio, documents, profiles, court docs, warrants, transcripts, compilation video breakdown, evidence tracker, important links, profile tracker, and then I have obviously that poster that I did for Hayden, the Patsy poster. So I will go into our profiles and I'll find that one for you. Gibby.
Let's see how far along we are in this thing here. We are at. We're at about a minute 10, and how long was it? Minute 43. Still ain't got there. I haven't noticed it anyway.
Where
Let's
are we at?
see. I'll bump it up a little faster.
No, I think it was earlier than that. You might have missed it.
Yeah, this is like 20 minutes from the end, I believe. 20. Yeah. You want me to back it on up and go back to where he's...
It's okay. I just thought people watch this video. This is the one that I would be telling everyone to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll... I just dropped the link in the chat. Y'all go back and, y'all go back and watch it and see if you can spot him swatting at the...
20-something. It's after he's talking to the crowd here.
Right now we're at 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's around 24, but I could be wrong.
Right there.
Right there?
I mean, I saw it.
No, he flicks it with his right hand. Oh, you mean you saw the drone? Yeah, it just went past again.
I seen the drone. I'm gonna slow it down one time, and because I was, I think
it is. I think it's
his
soon. Because he's put the mic down, and he does it with his right hand.
Try to back it up to the point where that drone went by the speaker there. Oh, come on. Circle of death.
I was having great issues on X last night.
It's so aggravating.
There it is.
You see it right there in front of the camera? Yeah. I don't know if you're watching right now.
That's the minute. That's the small one. That is the one that he swats.
Mm-hmm. That is it.
The other one that you saw before that I had the screenshots from, that's the bigger one. That one is constantly zipping around. But that little one, he swats it and he starts flicking, and that's when he clocks and starts looking around him like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, and just so all y'all know, I just slowed this back down. It is at real speed right now, so it's not even sped up, and you can see it looks like a streak right now, and y'all going to see when I unpause it how quick that thing moves. I mean, like, you could see it. It's like boom, 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 like it's getting picked up every other frame or something. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like it's moving really quick.
Very quick. But when you see it go offline, and it's around the hat area, and he's like flicking around, and then later on you'll see it just come out of there and go straight up.
Crazy.
Is that the one that comes up right by the water bottle lid?
No, actually, it comes right up near those hats. Yeah, because it's when he swatted it. I think he took it offline, and he was. It's like he's flicking it, and I was trying to figure out, is he like assessing what it is, or was he just trying to flick it away?
I'd be very interested in whether you could see that on any of Terrell's cameras. Because it would
kudos to y'all guys,
closer.
Anybody that can spot that without it being pointed out to them. I got
Right.
lots of mad respect.
Right, because I would think that would be just an anomaly in the footage. You know, just
Yeah,
I
just some
wouldn't
kind
even.
of artifact or something.
Not when it happens over and over and over again. That's when he starts going, hang on a minute, I'm not seeing things.
Right, if you're watching it a lot, but so many people just watch once, right?
Yeah.
And then
Oh, I swear, I if this was actual video foot, like on a tape that I was looking at, it would be worn through by now.
right.
Right. Ruth May said, are we sure those things we're calling drones are not birds? No,
Not
the
birds.
Are
closest
we
thing
sure
I
those
could,
things we're calling birds are not drones?
yeah,
Just ask Baron.
um, those, yeah, those things are like the only thing I could think of that might even be close would be like a hummingbird,
Yeah,
really small and really fast. But we catch them in so many different frames, you can see it's not a hummingbird.
they look
Um,
more like dragonflies than
exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
birds.
some of them do, and then some of them are more boxy shaped, but they're tiny and they're so fast, and the way they move, especially when they change directions. 'Cause, I mean, that's not the only footage of it. There's lots of footage of them.
Mhm.
That's crazy stuff. I'd love to know what role they played. I mean, I think it was. I want to say it was Anna that brought up the fact that she thought maybe if the microphone is, and I know she leans towards John Bray's theory too, like I do, and I'm not married to it. I always say that. It's just to me, it's makes the most sense right now. But regardless, I think it was her that was talking about how the drones could have been there just to kind of work with. She was saying, and I kind of agree, that if they had one rigged microphone, they would not have only one, they would have two,
Right.
because there are two. And I never really considered that, but yeah, they had one taped onto the mic, that Hunter was talking on, because it had to go to the same feed.
And they wouldn't
Um,
let him touch it
I was going to
right.
say,
either.
did you
That's
notice
when I
that when he
really
went to touch
started
it, they?
noticing.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
jumped on him, and he was
I
like,
thought he was
Sure
going to get
did.
tackled a time or two.
Mhm.
Yeah, like,
okay,
do
there you can
not.
see. Can you see the drone? That's the mini one right now on screen.
Oh,
Mhm.
no. I was
It's
looking
over near the
directly at.
It's
folder.
right over the
Near the
binder.
folder, and he's now just circled back and
Now,
it's going back the
Oh,
opposite direction.
just sitting there, huh?
Mhm.
God,
That's the
that's
one that he
so
swats.
weird. That is
That's the
so
one that he
weird.
swats. So that should be coming up soon because he's looking down. So I think it comes very soon.
What speed do I
Yeah,
have
here he
this
goes.
on?
Here he goes. He's about. I don't know if he's getting the microphone or if he's going to swat it. Yeah, he's swatting it. This is it.
Yeah,
You've
there
got
it
the
is.
right spot. Yeah.
It's like he's more
What's
like trying
that?
to shoo it off, like
Yep.
Mhm.
shoo fly.
And
Oh,
watch
that's
his
crazy.
face. I don't know if you want to play it in like a bit faster,
Yeah, yeah. Let me do that.
maybe 0.5 or 0.75, but you see
Now that we
him.
finally found it.
Yeah.
She's got it slowed
What's the
down a lot
timestamp?
because I'm on
25.
normal speed. So,
Yeah, she does have it. Yeah, exactly. You're
all
right.
right. So, you think I should cut it in half then? Go 0.5?
Yeah,
All right.
maybe even normal speed because you'll see him. He starts to look around.
Well, I'm at normal
He's
speed
not
now.
play
So, let
now.
me.
So now he starts looking at people around him, and he's watching them for what they're doing.
All right. Right
Oh,
now
what
it's
are they
on
doing over
0.5.
there? I could just imagine him in his head going, "What are they up to?
Yeah,
What?"
Why are they all on their phones? Look at me.
Yeah.
exactly.
Look. His face changed in that moment, and I can't
Mhm.
get
Yeah.
past it.
Yeah. I mean,
He's suddenly
that.
frowning, isn't he?
Well, look, everybody talks about how, he was so worried about the left, the left, the left. Um, I think it's really odd, that whole statement he made. I mean, he went into detail. I can't remember where it was or who he was talking to, but how, he's not worried about the purple haired, leftist or
Yep.
what have you.
He's worried about the people close to him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, he really went into a lot of detail there, I mean, he talked about
Absolutely.
it on and on for a few minutes. Um,
And he's talking to, I don't know who he's talking to over there. Is it Golo or
I
someone
don't
else over
know.
there? Maybe Mike, if he's in the background, I can't see. But he's talking. I thought he was talking to Golo. Golo's the photographer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. According to Candace, I mean, he talked about it quite a bit, that he knew that something wasn't right.
Yep. So yeah, I think it's probably easier to see when he's at normal speed when he's looking around. But if people at home,
I guess I
Yeah.
need to
like
speed it
that
up to
video,
like
Maybe I was
times
going to
two,
say,
maybe.
25, 20, is
yeah.
it around the 25 mark? Yeah. I
I don't
normally
know.
start at, I think it's the 24 mark and then go to about the 28 mark. That's what stuck out in my head.
She's got it slowed way down because that's at ×2. No
Oh, there
wonder
you
it
go.
took so long to get through it. There's ×3 right there. Wow, I didn't realize that. I wasn't paying that close attention, but even at
There
×4,
it goes.
it's still slow. Yeah, he's definitely tracking it. He's like, whoop, whoop.
Yep, so flip, flip, flip. Yep.
That's weird. He
See,
slapped
he
at it.
did
Yeah,
try
he
to
did.
spot it right then,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did
So you
try
don't
to
see it
spot
when
it
it's going
then.
too slow.
Yeah, it's too slow. Yeah, that's that is so weird. Never noticed that, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Never noticed that.
Is that when Terrell starts getting
Trying to
all
back it.
bent out of
Yep.
shape about his phone and the sound and all of that? Yeah, now he's moving around trying to figure
Yeah,
something out. Interesting.
yeah.
And
I'm
I think
glad you
he
pointed
gets
that out.
annoyed with Hunter as well. And that dude in front of Hunter, like he's right now, he's showing them his mobile phone.
Right. It's like something's wrong. I
Well,
wonder.
why are you showing them your phone?
All of a
You're
sudden,
security. Why are you showing these people your phone?
after that got swatted down, that's interesting. Why are our AV people all of a sudden having an
Cut our
issue?
feed.
But why is that dude in the security dude? Why is he showing Hunter his phone? I never understood that. That to me is a big red flag. Why are you talking to people in the audience? Like,
I gotta back
Right.
that up again. I gotta see that. Where is it? Where he shows him his
See,
phone?
this is the
yeah, right
right
now,
there.
right now.
This is the
Look, the two of them.
following.
Oh
million
yeah,
different
yeah.
people at once.
It's like those two are talking to each other. Like,
God, what is his name? Yep. And looking around like, nope,
yep,
not me.
sus as.
That is sus. See, that's the kind
And
of thing that
Terrell's
you
now
can't.
showing Golo. They're showing something.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He's pointing.
So he swats that drone
He's
down,
pointing.
the alleged drone, and then all of a sudden, Terrell, who had been just staring at his phone, starts showing his phone to Goldsberry, and like he's all of a sudden having
There
this.
it went right
There's
there.
the drone
That big
now.
one. Yep,
Yeah,
there's
that's the
that
big
big
one. Yeah,
one.
there you go.
Ruth May, you got to see that one. I promise you, that is not a dragonfly. Did I take it back far enough? Yeah, there it
Yep,
went.
there it
Look
is.
at that. That thing's big. That'd be a big old dragonfly.
And nobody seems to notice it at all.
Over the top of the
There it
tent
is
right
again.
there.
There it is again over there on the right.
Like it's-
Yep.
Maybe that's
it's-
what my people were pointing at.
Yeah. It's
They're
just
only like,
weird to me
people
that there's
see it.
so many, all at once right here in this one little spot.
Mm-hmm.
I could see a stray bug coming through there, but I mean, like, these are right there at the tent, going back and forth, right there over the top, right in front of it.
And that little one that's in the bottom, that I did get confused between the little one and bug quite a lot. And so I was like, okay, is that the bug or is that the drone? And the only way I could tell was the way that it moved. The drone went straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the way that it moves, it would go in a straight line and then come around again, almost like it was on a map or something. Whereas bugs are a lot more like,
Yeah,
Is that
just
one back
random.
online?
Sorry?
I missed when that one went back online. Did that one go back online? The little one, did it go back straight back up?
No, I think it's somewhere here. You'll see it just goes straight up.
So weird.
And it's right next to the pole, I think, so it's easy
Right.
to miss.
Anybody that can't see or hadn't seen this, look, just put it on your big screen if you got to, and sit there and just watch through it over and over and over again. You'll see what they're talking about.
Yeah, around the 20-minute
There's Frank
mark.
Turek
from
doing something
22
around
to
the
about
back.
28, 60 minutes sticks out in my head. That's where
Let's
I
see.
played it over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, right now we're at 34, so anywhere, you could start at what, 24, 25, and just anywhere in this.
Especially if you've got it playing this quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's slowed down, so you're seeing it more compressed. But yeah, I believe that it did already go back online, Kate.
Okay,
That's
because I
crazy.
noticed that Terrell's looking at his phone more intently again.
Yeah, I think it was around the
Mikey over
28.
there just, glued to him.
Mm-hmm.
And Philip, I played that video last night where it appears right as the bang happens. I mean, it sure does look like he turns his head. And that clip wasn't long enough. It was cut off right there. But as soon as it happens, it's like he's almost shielding his face. But then as soon as it happens, he literally looks like he just looks right directly at the Losi Center.
Yep.
I don't know if you know exactly what I'm talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right
when
there, right
Gosling
at the
bent
moment.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's right before the moment, right at the moment of impact. Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like he knew it was coming, and so he looks the other way.
And then look to the place where the supposed, shooter was supposed to be. So crazy.
Although,
oh no.
when I watch it, I don't know, because there was some discussion about a shot coming from much closer in the crowd. And at first, I
Yeah.
feel like he kind of looks there and then he goes, I'm not supposed to be looking there. And then he looks up. It's kind of like a sweeping motion.
Yeah.
Like he catches himself doing it.
Or if it's
Well-
Cullen's theory, he's looking past the Losi Center.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, look, Cullen's really smart, done a lot of really good work, but to me, still just staying on the bullet theory, just to me, is just not I don't know. I just don't think that was a bullet.
I honestly do think it's going to be a combination of things. I don't think it's going to be any one.
I do too, but
entirety.
I don't think the wound on his neck was caused from a bullet. I just.
Well,
Honestly,
I
I
don't know,
think-
point where you see like his shirt. I'm trying to
Yes,
figure out.
so
what
that
the
is
best
part
way
of
to,
it.
decide.
People try to explain it away with the way firearms and cavitation when it hits.
No,
ballistics
not that. There seems to be something that goes through.
Oh,
the
definitely,
shirt.
definitely. All of this happens. The shirt comes up and puffs out. Even the back of his shirt. All of this happens before a wound ever appears.
Yep.
And
So
so,
Ty, the one who says we're not going to Mars, he seems to think there's a projectile that comes over his right ear, and then there's another one that comes. He thinks it comes from Cutler. So if I'm thinking about being Charlie, Cutler was over on that side, and I just don't see how that one doesn't make sense to me. But I could see something coming possibly from Jordan's camera. So left, right where Justin is, not Justin, where Jordan is, you can see her just to the left of the frame, to the right of the frame from our perspective. Right there, that camera there. I think
again, though, I mean, it would have to be a bullet.
be.
I mean, if it came from something like that, and I just don't think that's a bullet wound.
No, but not a bullet, like a projectile. I'm thinking like a BB gun type, tiny. Yeah. And I think
that's a gnarly looking.
Possibly.
That's a gnarly looking wound. I mean, it's big and it was almost, like straight edges on it. Like it almost was rectangular looking. Do what?
Yeah, I'm talking about. There's a little hole in his shirt.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a tiny, and that's what I'm talking about when I say the BB gun.
I got you.
I initially thought it was coming through his his head and came.
I would come closer to believing that was an exit than an entrance.
Yeah.
But until we figure out, where it came from and how, and that can be proven, I mean, I got to stick with something else made that hole.
So I can see.
To me, that looks like his necklace, literally like the cross
stuck in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. Like,
I don't know how much y'all dug into John's work, but he does have, where you can see what appears to be the board. I mean, it's even got the blue look to it. All right, I just lost my camera, guys. Y'all hang tight.
You're frozen.
About 30 seconds. It does it every time.
It happens.
I meant to.
Initially, I thought it was the St. Michael's pendant, that little round one.
Mm-hmm.
But then, when John did dig in and he did a lot of the color perspective, like he laid different filters over it so that you could see. I was right there with John when he first came out, 100%. But once he revealed every step of his theory and he got it to the point where it was pretty much complete, he does little tweaks every now and then. I was just like, it makes the most sense to me for what we're seeing. But there's that thing again. I wonder about the glass too.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that sticky stuff on the back. Would it have fallen the way that it did?
Well, I also wonder, at one point on Allie's show, there was, I think it was when she had Anna and Rio on, there was discussion about what happened in the SUV on the way
Yep.
to the hospital, and the whole like,
Oh, get that
um,
off him.
yeah, the
Yes.
get that off him and the 36 feet of gauze or
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and the traumatically missing pieces of his spine, and
Yep.
how
The
like,
spinal cord,
if
yes, was
yeah, if
dramatically absent.
right,
Yes.
if they were literally stuffing 36 feet of gauze into him, could they have caused a lot of the injury that was
Mm.
on that autopsy report? So
I
could
mean,
some
I've
of
thought
what
of that
we're
before.
seeing can cause, is some of that damage not from the actual incident?
I feel like, I mean, possibly getting him from that spot to the SUV, didn't do him any favors.
Yeah.
If
Well,
if his
yeah,
neck was broken, I mean, um, you know how sharp bone gets. I mean, so
right.
if his spinal cord wasn't traumatically absent when they picked him up and headed the car with him, I mean, I could see just a broken neck the way they were carrying him. you know,
Well, as you were talking, Kate, I just realized the get that off him could have been them using something to get the sticky pieces of glass
yeah,
off of him.
yeah,
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 yeah, and I don't know the way the injuries were. Just to me, is just so. I mean, I'm not a ballistics professional or any of this, a ballistics expert, but I've done a lot of hunting, and I mean, I've cleaned a lot of deer, and I've just not ever seen anything spread out like that. Um,
mm-hmm.
getting shot here, and then literally both lungs, the
Yeah.
heart, all of that, and then of course, traumatically absent spinal cord,
Yeah, that's just
C2 to
weird.
C7 or C1 to C7, whatever it was. But
Right.
then not
That's
only
just so
that, the whole
much.
entire his whole head. I mean, up to the very top of his brain, like literally right under his skull. The only
Yeah.
Yep.
thing I could see that would spread out and do that much damage everywhere would be some type of shockwave or something. That's another thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with whatever, but it's just got to explain all of that damage.
Yeah. I've got this one theory. I know what she said has come
That's
out
what I'm
with.
looking up right now.
Yeah. Has come out
Great
with
minds think
something.
alike.
There's a lot of discussion on that, a lot of controversy. Some people have very, very strong opinions on it. And that brings me to another point that I'd like to raise.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always felt like EMP needs to be looked at. I don't think that's been looked at enough.
Yeah.
Purely because
Yeah.
of Laurie, Erica's
Yes.
mum, and what she does. And also, I'm a singer. I use microphones. I have had the occasional shock using certain systems.
Yeah.
So there's something in the microphone too. I
I
really
never
do.
completely discounted that, at least
Yeah.
being a contributing
And
factor.
just the way that he tensed up initially seems
Mhm.
more like there's some sort of stun, not necessarily electrocution the way that they're describing it, but even just like a snap or just a stunned moment, like a shock that would come through a microphone. When he puts his two hands together, that would be completing the circuit. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like that needs a lot more digging into. I think we need someone like John Bray with his sort of analytical skills.
Well, look, John
maybe
Bray, that's one thing
artifacts.
about John is he will talk to you about that, you know? A
You know
lot
what
of
I loved
people
about him
won't.
from day
Mhm.
one was his willingness to take on feedback
Yeah.
and reassess and bring in new information and adjust his theory. That's
Yep.
why I've always given him so much kudos and respect.
Yeah.
He just seems
Just a
so much
good
more
dude.
credible.
No kind of ulterior motives there. No kind of I mean, he's just, I believe he's one of, I'm not going to say one of the few, but you got to be careful out there. Yeah, he's one of the ones that really just wants to know what the hell happened. Brett says yes, definitely MP. He's been keeping me He
Brett and I,
he's been
Brett
making
and
sure I
I
don't
think
forget
we have
about that.
a similar line of thinking. Yeah. We
Yeah, and
bumped into
something
each
like
other on
that
a
could,
space,
I guess,
and
could maybe.
Yeah.
Mystic
I
Mystic got
just
us in
I
touch with
just
each
sent
other.
you a
And
link
who?
in the studio in the StreamYard
Oh, I see.
chat or
There we
whatever.
go.
Yep.
Yep, I see it just pop up. All right, let's
Is
see
that
what
for
we
what
got
she
here.
said?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna copy
So I have
it
to
from
thank Mystic
here.
for
Mystic,
being the one to
which Mystic?
Mystic Gypsy, Brett's
All right, there we go.
close friends.
She's a badass.
Yeah, 100%. She was the one who said, "Aimee, you can talk to Brett. He's good. He's like my best friend." I was like, "Okay, cool. No worries. Thank you."
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think, let's see. Brett, did I introduce y'all to? It's been so long. There's been so many introductions. I hate to say that without. I know. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, she's a badass.
Yeah,
She knows
love Mystic.
everybody.
I have to give a shout out to Mystic. Hope she's doing okay. We love Mystic. Everyone loves Mystic. How can you not love
Yeah,
Mystic?
yeah, yeah. I can't wait for her to get back in. I mean, I know she's had health problems, but
Yeah.
obviously
I was
things
helping
have.
out Artifacts or Meech the other day. He was like, "Can you step in and be my mod?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no worries. I'm happy to help." I feel like I'm missing my confidant, and probably most people are missing their confidant when Mystic's not online. So I was like, "So we have to band together for her and for each other." So
Yep, yep, yep.
go after each
No,
other.
she's a good one. I tell you what, she definitely don't. She gets wound up over the drama. She sure don't like it. Which I mean,
Well,
I don't either.
that's actually one of the other things that I wanted to remind people of, because Mystic and I have that in common. I know I have a lot in common with Brett on the theory part of things, but with Mystic, it's people's approach. And I think
Yeah.
that the one thing that has been getting really heated lately, especially last night, people are getting very nasty with each other. And I think that people need to remember that that is what they want. They want
Oops,
us
sorry, guys.
infighting. No, you're good. They want us not focus on what they're doing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I did take a moment to remind people last time, get away from the investigation, because you get too deep into it, you get all fired up, and it's not doing anyone any good, because we
No.
lose focus, we lose our analytical sensibilities. And if you just
Mm-hmm.
get away from it, even I took 3 days offline last week. It was the best thing I did, because when I came back, I was reinvigorated. I was seeing things
Yeah.
more clearly. I was
Drink.
communicating more clearly. I wasn't being as emotional. I was being a lot more objective. And I think people just need to take time for themselves to look after themselves and do the things
Yeah.
that make them happy.
For sure.
And you'll often hear me having a laugh, taking the piss in spaces, because I feel like we need that. If we don't do that, it gets too serious.
Yep. Don't don't be an Andrew Wilson. That's that guy has caught some shit. Well deserved, I think, but he has caught some shit lately. But yeah, digging up those old clips. Where's the gun? I don't see the gun. You're gonna have to prove to me that he had a gun. The funny thing is they found it, but they didn't find it on the roof where he was at. And then all of a
I think
sudden
it's
he's
funny
like,
about that
"Shut up,
whole-
you're an asshole. Don't be caught." Like, believe the slop.
The whole
God.
thing I thought was hilarious on that little piss take AI video that they did of Candace and him with the pickle jar is he's like,
Pickle jar.
and she just turned it the opposite way. Did you guys
Yeah.
notice that?
Yep.
Making it difficult for yourself, mate.
He was like, "Oh, you fucker." He was whenever dude opened it up. Oh
I was like, is it
man.
that simple? Just go the opposite direction.
Yeah. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. God.
Yeah. My favorite
Gun
part
professional.
of the whole debate was when Candace just threw that little pickle nugget in there.
I'm not gonna get
clipped and
myself
made
an illegal pickle.
Yeah, I clipped and made
guarantee
a
you
little
Baron
video
betted
of
her.
it.
Oh, you should share that then, Kate.
He said
Yeah.
he said he didn't know, but that he wondered if somebody bet her some money to see if she could slide in the pickle thing. I about guarantee you it was him. He bet it. He probably betted her a few dollars as well, as to whether she could slide that in there.
Yeah, I just popped a
that was
little
really
video
good.
in StreamYard that I made. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, and I tell you what, my all-time favorite of all
Myself
of it, though, I can't
into
help
a
it, is
legal pickle here.
whoops.
Everything
There
I've
we
said
go.
is on my
I
podcast.
forgot it automatically plays. Hell, I can't do anything about it on my end anyway. I don't know what I'm saying.
I love the
Anyway,
pickle.
my
That's so
favorite part
cute.
was the 7 charges. I can't.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part, hands down. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to
Oh,
get
that's okay.
I'm not going to get
very
myself
short.
into a legal pickle here. Everything I've said is on my podcast.
That was all.
that. Yep.
Did
I thought it was so funny.
Good on you, Kate. I love
That's
it.
awesome. That is awesome. Since we're showing clips, let's see here. Let me go. I got to show this. This is a little bit longer than your clip, but
Is this Muppets?
no, this is off of
No?
YouTube. I can't remember this guy's name, but he is a. Oh, come on. No, thank you. These things just automatically start playing when I go from tab to
Yeah,
tab, and it
it's
drives me
annoying.
crazy. No, it's a like a behavioral research, or what is this?
It's not Spidey,
Anyway,
is it?
he did an analysis of the
Is it
of the
Spidey?
debate, huh?
Is it Spidey?
Spidey.
The behavioral arts?
Hold on, let me just pull it up. I can't remember. I've seen him. It may be him. I've seen him a few
He's
times,
fantastic.
but I never have. Well, is he like really big on the Fed slop though?
No. No, he's a
Okay,
mentalist.
this
so
guy's
it might not be him.
dead set against Candace usually.
Oh, no, that's probably not him then.
Okay, but that sounds
I'm going to
familiar.
put up a video from Spidey at some point sooner than
All
the
right.
next couple of days because he's just so good. Everyone needs to learn from him, honestly.
All right, here we go. Live show.
Well, this is Grey Hughes, is it?
Gray Hughes, no. All right, let's see. Are you kidding me? I thought I saved it. Oh, guys, this may be for nothing. No, I've got it here. It's in my history at least.
I need
I was
to know
just
who
watching
it
it a few
is.
minutes before I come on here. All right, let's see. Got to get through all the Cocomelon and Baby Joy Joy videos.
Oh, so glad we're past that.
That's funny.
My kids are
All
old
right,
enough. It was a
let's-
lot of Yo Gabba Gabba and Blue's Clues, though.
There, yep.
Even in year 6, they
we
love that shark baby shark. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
oh God.
Please, no.
I don't know what it is about it, but they all love that.
I'm trying to get him into rock and
Hmm.
something a bit more.
All right,
country
so
rocky.
I got it pulled up here. I found it. So just give me just a couple more seconds. Sorry, guys. Sorry, chat.
I'm wondering who the hell it is. I want to know who it is.
Right?
Oh yeah, let's see. It is, yeah, the behavioral arts.
It is the behavioral arts.
He-
He's not big in the pit stop. What are you talking about?
All right, he's
Let's see
always
what you're
dead
gonna
set
show
against
us.
everything. Everything he says generally is slanted against her. Everything I've seen
Yes.
from him. I could
haven't really
have
seen
missed a
anything
lot.
on- Last thing he did was
I haven't
did he
watched
do
a
one
whole
on the
lot.
debate? I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, well, that's the one I'm pulling up. I'm just trying to find the. Is there no transcript? I was
His
trying
videos are
to.
usually quite long, so
Yes,
like
it is
20
long. I was
minutes or
just wanting to
so.
play just a little short piece of it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to find the
he's
spot.
very good in his descriptions, though.
Yeah.
And it's all evidence based, so people should
trying
watch
to
it.
remember-
as far as that goes.
I'm
Okay,
trying to
here we
remember
go.
if that's the one I watched of
He's a mentalist.
Wiggs's.
Yes, that's
testimony.
the one. That's the one I was going to share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that one.
He's very
Um,
good. He
yeah.
explains it all very well, and he
Yes.
doesn't have any bias. He goes based on what he's seeing.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now I have to say that. Yes, he's always pretty objective when it comes to stuff like that. I had no issues, but it just seemed like everything I've seen, him talking about if it has to do with the case, it's always seemed to be pretty. She's crazy, and she talks a lot of smack.
Never
I mean,
heard.
he could-
I'm wondering
She's
if that's been in the
emotionally
version,
attached.
because I've never seen him.
Yeah.
talk
And
like
you know
that.
what? That was a little bit of an exaggeration, hyperbolic, the whole Fed slot thing. But he does always tend, though, to fall, from what I've seen, the ones I've seen, fall against Candace there. Which, hey, she don't need me taking up for her. She's a big
I think
girl.
you always have to get to the end of his videos too, because sometimes he'll seem to be going in one direction, and then right at the end he'll be like, "I'm not saying da 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 da."
Yeah, no, I do like his stuff though. I haven't seen a whole lot. What I've seen, though, I do like. All right, I don't know if I don't know, guys in the chat. I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but this is great.
Waiting for someone to say something. So this would indicate that they all likely have an earpiece, or at the very least, some way to communicate with production. And this is not the first time these people have used earpieces. They've done a lot of interviews, all of them, where they use earpieces.
Yeah, there was a lot of people threw a fit over that earpiece thing.
And it's not uncommon.
Like, yeah, he had an earpiece. No shit. So did she.
Yeah.
They all heard. Same thing.
In an interview like this, when you have a production team back there who's fact-checking and pulling up files and different things, to have communication with them, to know, okay, you guys got it, let's throw it up. It's very common. But I just love how people who don't really understand how these things work see that moment, oh my God, that's an earpiece, and jump to this massive conclusion of...
All right, let's do it this way.
Of the 7 charges.
Specific charge?
Which one?
Yeah, of course I know them, but I want to have them listed.
The specific charge?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think...
I got to get it in the right spot.
Charges against, or all of them.
Whoop. Muppet Masher in the house.
One of the charges
Hey, Muppet.
What's up, Muppet? Good to see you, buddy. Keep up the pressure. You guys rock.
You should put an avatar on this one too, Muppet.
Against, or all of them. Do you think Tyler Robinson is guilty of?
I love it.
The specific charge?
Yeah.
Hey, Muppet,
Yeah,
what's
so
Gibby's name?
what I think is...
Do what?
I was like, Muppet, what's Gibby's first name?
Oh, yeah, Gibby. Yeah, we need to know Gibby's name.
That
I just think it was Blake for the longest time.
Tyler
You said it was
Robinson
something else.
shot Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, but of the 7 charges that he's being charged.
Yeah, can we list them real quick? I'll
Can
tell
we
you
list
exactly
them real
which
quick?
ones. We'll pull them up.
Well, do you know any of the charges? These
Yeah, why do we need to pull them up?
Well, I think it
Up
was
for right now?
murder.
Yeah. Of course, but I
Can you-
want to
can you
make sure
name
that we
one?
have them listed.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to make sure we have them listed. Oh, God.
Yeah, but
The commentary is great
Can you
with
name
this.
one? Because my general perspective is that you don't actually care about this case. You're not
Is
following
that
the
it?
case.
That's the
Yeah.
question.
Just trying to
You're
bluff
just
it.
not
But I mean,
following it
It
enough.
seems pretty like if you're going to engage and you're going to say the evidence is overwhelming that Tyler Robinson is guilty. I just think that you should. Like,
All right.
Can you tell me one?
Then let's do the
charge
counter.
That he's,
You can really, hang on. This is a great gotcha.
No. You just got to ask me, play
Yeah.
clips out of context,
Yeah,
put me
yeah.
in the hot seat.
sweat's
So
really
please just answer
beating
the
us
question.
now.
Fair.
Can
Name
you
all
name-
7
can-
since you've been following the case.
Okay, sure. You
Go
name
ahead.
you name one.
Yeah, you named all 7.
I'm happy to do that, but can you name one?
I think he's been charged with murder.
That's actually
Okay.
incorrect.
Okay, great. Now name all 7.
He doesn't even. This is like.
Name all
Okay,
7.
great.
And I
Can
Can you
count
name
them?
all 7?
I can.
Then do it.
Sure, you don't have to
Do
put
it. No, do it. I'll count them. Go ahead.
You don't have
Name
to
them.
put your fingers up. I
obnoxious.
can
Okay,
do
hang on.
that.
Name them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The first charge is aggravated murder because that's what carries
Okay.
a death sentence
So
in the
murder.
state of Utah. No,
Next.
that's not. That is literally not murder.
Okay.
And
Next.
so just
wanna
for people,
slap
no,
you.
don't. I don't
I
have to
just
do it
wanna
in a
slap
time
you.
limit. There's nothing going on.
Sounds
Love
like you're
it.
just delaying it because you don't know them.
I know all 7 of them,
Then
and I'm
tell
going to
me
say
them.
again because you're going to get embarrassed. You don't have to rush this. I'm also showing an example of a very flawed debate strategy. I actually
well,
am
I
under
got
no
one.
time constraint.
I got one.
Awkward.
Great. The second charge is the felony discharge of a weapon. The next 2 charges are for obstruction of justice.
Okay.
The next 2 charges are for witness tampering. The last charge is violence in front of a minor.
Oh no, Andrew. Oh no, Andrew. This was hard. This was rough. And this is going viral. And there's a reason it's going viral. And there's ways it could have been handled where it wouldn't be as bad as it is. And by the way, we're not done. It gets significantly worse. But let's just start with this. So, look, yes, Andrew, when you're at a conversation where you're trying to say that somebody's guilty of something, you have to know what the charge is. You have to know what he's accused of. Now, he could make the argument. There was a way where he could have handled this where he makes the argument of saying, look, I'm sorry. I looked at the charges. Right now, they escape me. But I'm just here to argue that I believe
That would
Tyler
be
shot
better.
Charlie Kirk.
But for some reason, obviously, he never thought this was going to come up.
I don't
No,
really know
you're
what
so
the exact
cocky
charges
about
are. It would have been not
Yeah.
the best, but it wouldn't have been this bad. It
Wouldn't have
got
been this
way
bad.
worse for a couple of reasons. So first off, Candace asks him, which of the charges do you think Tyler is actually guilty of? And what we see from Andrew is the dictionary definition of what every single behavioral analyst is talking about when we say clusters of deceptions. We don't all do the same thing when we're being deceptive. Research has shown again and again that we all do different things, and there isn't one single gesture that universally every human does when they're being deceptive. But what we do know is that when we're being deceptive, in most cases, stress is higher and the cognitive load is heavier. We're doing more. We're thinking of more stuff, because with the truth, you just say the truth. With the lie, you got to think of a bunch of stuff to make it up. So we look for clusters of behaviors, meaning a lot of different behaviors that are happening at the same time that are tied to stress or increased cognitive load. And these behaviors have to deviate from someone's baseline. In other words, it's not something that they do all the time. And when we see that cluster, it's a good indication that there's a higher probability of deception, but never certainty. So even with a cluster, you can't know someone's being deceptive. But in this case, look at the number of things that happens. First of all, non-answer. In fact, we get a question. She says, what's the charge? He goes, the specific charge. So this is a mechanism to buy a bit of time to think of what to say next. Then she says, yeah, the specific charge. And he goes, yeah, so I think what I think. So this is fluff. Again, he's using a lot of words to buy some time here. So what I think is hesitation. That's increased cognitive load. Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk. Well, that's not a charge. You're just saying what you think there. So that's called a non-answer statement. He took all this time to not answer the question.
The specific charge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I think is that Tyler Robinson shot Charlie Kirk.
Now, in that shot, we can't really see his foot, which we know throughout the interview is very consistently wiggling, whether he's confident or comfortable or uncomfortable, doesn't matter. It wiggles a lot. But here we see that wiggling has moved up to the knee. So sometimes it's just the foot. Here we're seeing that it's all the way up, and there's a bit of a jiggle in the knee. But because
It's just a jiggle in the knee. It went from the foot all the way up his leg.
He's got his hand on his knee so you can see it.
that foot movement is very much baseline for him, we can even ignore it. We have tons without this. For example, immediately after, when she challenges him on saying, I don't think you're that invested in this case, he does that nervous giggle from earlier that is not part of his baseline. It only happens in moments where he's feeling a little stressed, a little nervous, so we get this kind of nervous giggle to try to reduce that tension a little bit.
That's the question. You're just not following it enough.
It seems pretty, like, if you're going to engage.
So now he has a really brilliant idea. He says, wait a second. If I challenge her to name all 7, first off, I'll get the heat off of myself. But second, when she can't name all 7, I will have proven that you don't need to know all the charges to have an opinion on this case. So he really doubles down on this. And now back to Candace. Oh, Candace. I may not agree with everything she says, but man, this was her moment. Like she needs to take this clip, and anytime she's feeling a little low or a little unconfident, just watch this clip again. What a moment. She just lists all 7 charges. Bam. This man was dying. And in his final breath, in that last moment of hope, he grabbed a defibrillator, and when he went to put it on his chest, it turns out it wasn't a defibrillator. It was an explosive device that blew up the entire block that he was on. There is no coming back from this. There's even a warning right there in the middle. She says, you're going to get embarrassed. Like, that should be his cue to go, oh, wait a second.
Should have been
You
his
might know all
cue.
7. And activate your other foot, and that way you could just kind of flutter on out of there, because it's about to get bad. And here's the thing. This is going to stick with him for a while, because the man's got an ego, and it just took a massive hit. And you just know he's going to replay that in his head 1,000 times. In fact, later in the debate, once or twice, he kind of just softly brings it back up, like it's not really a big deal. And, yeah, you got me in that moment, but I'm still allowed to have an opinion here. And I could concede to that. I could say, yeah, look, you should have known the charges, but you're still allowed to have an opinion as to whether or not you think Tyler did this. It's fine. It's just, there would have been 1,000 ways to handle this, and that was not one of them. So now I bet you're thinking, well, that's it. There's no coming back from that. It's over. Just call it a day. Call an Uber. If your phone's out of power, just plug it to your foot. It'll be at full power in less than a minute. Then call an Uber. Go home. You're done. There's no way he could possibly make this worse. But no, he triples, quadruples, and quintuples down on that with this.
Now, I did notice something I just was curious about.
Spidey's
I'm just
funny in this
wondering.
one.
When you pulled out your phone just before you asked
man.
that question, did somebody by chance text you that question?
You can check my phone.
I'm just curious.
No, you can absolutely not.
this
I
was
have not had
all
one
great.
communication with a single person, not even my producers who are in there this whole time we were here. You want to check my phone?
Just didn't
I'm
have
not gonna do
enough.
it because you're just going to get double embarrassed. Where's my phone?
You want to
should
see
do
it?
I'm just
You can.
curious. Yeah.
You can literally do that. Here you go. PBD, you're the moderator. Take it.
Let's see
See
it.
if anyone was texted at all during this debate
All right.
about the violent charges or anything.
Any other texts? Could have been Telegram. Could have been something.
All I have is Signal. You can check that too.
Oh my God.
I only have Signal.
Check it
Telegram
all.
I used in Russia, and that was a download for
I'll
Russia.
take your word for it.
Yeah,
Then-
I don't need to I deeply care about this case. I don't,
I'll take your word for it, as he's literally not taking her word for it.
Andrew, you poor thing. So he goes, by the way, I'm just curious, did you get a text? Now, first of all, she didn't look at her phone for that long. She like glanced down at it for a moment. If in that quick moment she was able to read and memorize 7 charges, that's borderline more impressive than her remembering all 7 in the first place. But he can't conceive that she knew something like this that he didn't, that she was more prepared than he was. So it must have been a text, right? So he goes, I'm just curious, did you get a text, right? And Candace immediately goes, you could check my phone. That's her immediate answer. So let's just use critical thinking here. For her to so quickly say that, one of 2 things has to be true. Either she didn't get a text, or she did, but she's very, very confident that it cannot be found. So you really need to back off from this path, Andrew. But no, he doesn't. He just
really need to
sits there and
back
goes, "Oh, I'm just curious." And the hands go up again, like I'm not being confrontational here. Just an innocent bystander with some curiosity. And that foot is going. Like that foot is gone. If you look at that one foot that he's got up, usually it's the other one. It's the left one. But in this case, the right one is up. That foot is trying to get away from the situation, just trying to detach and just go start a life of its own. But in all seriousness, let's talk about the foot for a quick sec. It's baseline. So throughout the interview, we see it a lot, wiggling like that. And there are times like this where it's clearly connected to stress, but there are times where not so much. He might be sitting, listening, or calmly talking about something, and it keeps happening. And it's not like it's very much connected to specific moments. So it's baseline. Can it mean that he's very stressed throughout this whole thing, and that's why it's happening? Yes. Could it be because he needs to go have a cigarette? Andrew's a smoker. He needs to walk out and have a smoke. Also very possible. Could it be excitement sometimes? Like he has a good point that's coming up that he's going to present. Could be that too. It's too inconsistent to attach it to a specific thing. It's happening throughout. But we can look at moments like this and go, hold on a minute. That one's got to be stress, right? And what does this man do? Right after all that, he goes, throws his hands up and goes, I'll take your word for it. Dude, you literally just sat there, asked her if she got a text, didn't take her word for it, stood by as Patrick took the phone, looked through it, suggested it might be something other than a text,
Stupid.
so you didn't take her word for it that second time, and then only after a while, when nothing came up, you go, yeah, no, it's cool, I'll take your word for it. You literally did not take her word for it. Okay, so there was a lot to go through on this analysis, and as you saw, I took a lot of clips that kind of work together.
I love you, Spidey. I think you're good.
Oh, man, I heard that tonight.
Too.
I heard that tonight, and I said, yep, that one I have definitely got to play. That.
I've always loved Spidey. Like he does such a good job of explaining things to people too, and baseline's very important. So I'm a fidgeter.
Yeah.
I'm someone who talks with my hands. I'm very expressive. So
sure.
I think I'd probably be difficult for people to peg when I'm stressed because I probably look like I'm always stressed.
Yeah.
Or always
Oh,
performing.
man. I wondered if I was the only one that saw all that way, and I guess I'm not.
It's very good. I think
telling
he's
how many times I've watched that.
He did the one with what you're saying, Lance Twigs, Kate.
I think, yeah, he did one. A few different behavioralists did them with Lance Twigs.
Well, he read the situation exactly like we did. So if anyone needs reassurance, go watch Spidey. He does a really good job.
Yeah. I
I've
really
been waiting
enjoy
on the panel to do it.
So many people read him, I think, incorrectly during his testimony. And so watching and I think the behavioralists really, really bring out the he's terrified and afraid to say the wrong thing. And I think people aren't quite getting that. So I really enjoyed that. I think that
I could see that
opened my eyes a lot to what he might have been thinking and what it was displaying.
Did the same for Erica. So he probably actually backs you up in your point too.
I always enjoyed the panel. I cannot remember all their names, but Chase Hughes is on there. There's 4 of them.
Him and Spidey.
I always enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what
I haven't seen them do.
Chase Hughes.
Yeah, I like Chase Hughes. Have they done? They haven't done anything from the trial, from the hearings, have they? Not that I
together.
know of. I think the only thing I've seen has been, Erica Kirk way back, and they were just, people agreed differently. So I was like, yeah, okay.
I mean, they do.
They do. Where's the grief, though?
Exactly. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but honestly, anyway. I think the best example of that is Megyn Kelly, of people grieving differently. But
right.
I think she just hasn't been allowed to go through the stages is the real problem.
Yeah.
Who, Erica?
Megyn Kelly.
Megyn, yeah.
She needs a break from it. She needs to be able to report on a different story.
I think everybody needs a break from it. That's going to be my biggest, probably broken record message this last 12 months,
Yeah.
as
I
well
mean-
as
Take a
not
break.
letting people, not falling into the trap of they want us divided, they want us fighting with each other, they want us distracted. It's always those same things that's always in their toolkit, always, always, always. I think the thing that they're scared of the most is us realizing our power if we actually united and focused all of our energy
Oh, yeah.
on the real enemy.
Yep. Yep.
We're so busy attacking each
Yep.
other,
Yeah.
like distracted by other things. It's like, the school of fish or, an army of ants. They might be little, but if they all come together, they can do big things.
Yeah, for sure. Brett Booth said most people don't do a sound check before they grieve. Look,
Oh,
it would take some convincing. It would take some doing for somebody to convince me that she was not mic'd up when she laid over, the coffin and all that. She was definitely
she
not.
absolutely right.
That cell phone did not pick that up.
I'm just not convinced it was her idea. It
It
might
may
have
not
been.
have been. It
but-
may not have been, but
Right.
woo.
That
Oof.
was just cringe. I couldn't, it made my skin crawl. It was awkward to
Yeah.
listen to.
Yeah.
I don't think I even listened to the whole thing. How long did that clip go for?
Couldn't stick it on Instagram
It
if you didn't
wasn't-
have good audio.
It wasn't long. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
And
I
then
couldn't
learning that it
do
was
it.
Elizabeth McCoy that was with her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just assumed it was Stacey Sheridan.
Yeah,
I
so
think we all
I.
did. Yeah.
She's the one she's usually leaned on.
Well, she's got the creeper vibes.
Oh God. Yeah, she gives me the creeps, but big time. Well, I know I've kept y'all a long time. What time is it over there where you're at, Amy? It's got to be
Oh, it's morning, so it's only 11:30.
11:30. Well, yeah, I guess that's right. Because when I was talking to Muppet the other day, it was I don't know. I want to say it was around 11 o'clock at night or something. So yeah,
Yeah, so
it's too
normally
much for me to keep track of.
it's the other end of the day. So if it's noon, it's midnight in the other country, and
Right.
then you either take away 3 hours or you add 3 hours. That's how I do
I
it.
gotcha. Yeah, 'cause I just get confused and I'm like, yeah, hold on, Google, what time is it? Yeah.
Even if you just do the 12-hour thing, then you're in the right window.
Right. Yeah, and
midnight,
you're probably
about
on
midday.
Central Time just like I am, aren't you?
Yep.
Kate?
Yep.
Yeah.
God's time.
Good old Central Time, God's country.
Where did that come from? Can someone please explain to me why it's God's time? Is that just because
God's-
Baron said it?
It's Baron.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
all it is. It's just because Baron said it. Okay, cool.
Well, when you live in God's country, all time is God's time. So,
Well, it's like my dad. He used to say, we drive on the right side of the road. And I'm like, yeah, and we drive on the left. He's like, yeah, the wrong side.
That's it. Well, I mean, for our cars, that would definitely be the wrong side. So,
Right.
I guess it all depends on what side of the car your steering wheel's on.
It's always weird. It's always weird to think about because we drive on the left-hand side of the road, but the drivers
On the right-hand side of the car instead of on the left-hand side. You want your driver to be up by the yellow line. That's about the way.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. So,
Yeah.
yep. And I've seen people buy, cars, European cars and stuff, where they were.
Yes.
And that scares me. See, just like the mailman driving on the road, they don't usually go very fast, but I always get worried when I see one of them sitting on the right-hand side of the vehicle. Like, this guy can't tell where he's at on the road.
The cars over here too, they do the same thing. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I think that would be very difficult.
I'd be going the wrong way no matter what. It would really take some doing for me to be able to ride over there,
I have a
drive
story.
over there.
My dad came over to Australia, and I tell you, we often were going down one-way roads the wrong way. I'm like, Dad, you need to turn around. So no, we're
I
fine.
forgot
Like, no,
before we
Dad,
jump off
no.
here.
This is a
I've got
slip
to play
road.
one more
No,
clip.
you have to be going the other way, Dad. We're on the wrong side of the whole entire highway. You have to be on the other side to be going this way.
Yep. Let's see. All right. Yeah. There we go. I about forgot. Brett would have been highly upset, especially
I
with
was going to
Muppet in the
say,
chat.
he's said it a
Yep.
couple of times.
Yep. I've caught glimpses of it. Just never been a good time, but now is just as good a time as any. So let me go ahead and slip that in here, and then I'll let y'all guys go. We'll definitely have to do it again, though, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
this is fun.
Let's see. Maybe next time we can. It's kind of short notice. Maybe we can pick out a particular person or topic to talk about and just see what y'all got from start to finish on them. I wouldn't mind doing some of them, like Turek and who was the other one we were talking about?
Neff. I've got Neff.
Yeah, Neff for
Head to
sure.
Toe
Neff.
here. Yeah.
Well, the last thing that we
Hell
did
yeah.
with Muppet on his regular Friday slot was we went through some of the characters in the whole story. So that would be absolutely, we could use that springboard from that.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Who we didn't do? He did the people that, like those in the story that have left where they were, and he did not mention Charlie's dog.
Yeah, that's never.
And there is a rumor that dog now lives with Victor Marx.
Correct. Yep. We've seen photos and videos.
It would fit right in. I mean, he's got all those shepherds. I mean, it would be. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being the case. All right, let's see here. Let me play this video, and then I'm gonna have to get up. I got to go get my kiddos.
Is this part 1 or part 2?
There's no effing way they shot him in the neck with a 30-06. That's utter bullshit, and I'm sick of being lied to. I've been looking into this Fed slop narrative for 11 months, and it's looking like Charlie's so-called friends set him up. It looks like Terrell Felony Farnsworth is hiding the video we need to prove it. No f***ing way! It's a lie! I'm sick of the lies! I'm looking at you, Terrell. You Victor Marx, Blake Neff, Andrew Colvett, and your Mormon Mafia back in Utah. I'm nearly certain the billionaire Jews funding TPUSA called for Charlie's assassination, and I'm all but certain you pricks helped pull it off.
He lost his accent.
Where's the SD cards, Terrell?
Here comes the kangaroo.
Whose bag was at the bus stop, Blake? And who fucking met up with Tyler earlier that morning? We might as well be looking at Sasquatch videos from 1970s. Then we have these dumbass Fed sloppers like Partial Testicles, Officer Talmud, and Andrew fucking Wilson. Seriously, who the fuck are these idiots? They wouldn't know facts if it bit them on the ass.
See, we're detail-oriented, aren't we, Kate?
That's right. Hey, that's good stuff, though. That is good stuff. I like that. All right, guys.
We'll have to fix that one up for you.
Let's see here. Let me go ahead and read off these chats real quick. That way we can just get out of here.
No problem.
Let's see. We got Deborah to Jules. Thank you very much, Deborah. Got Susan Meadows.
Yay.
Got Susan Meadows. Thank you very much for the super chat. And Brett Booth, $5. You better play Muppet's video or I'll be pissed because it's fire. Yes, there you go, Brett. There's your video. And let's see. Keep up the pressure. You guys rock. Real Muppet. Appreciate you, buddy. I really do. And Muppet got us 5 gifted memberships. So thank you very much. Y'all, whoever gets those, make sure and show Muppet some love.
Good Muppet.
Yeah, good for you to drop in, buddy. We'll have to do another one sometime real soon.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all guys jumping on with me. We'll definitely do it again sometime in the near future.
No worries.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have some things.
There's plenty to talk about, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and definitely encourage y'all to follow the women researchers in X Spaces and YouTube, and it's a little calmer sometimes in our spaces, but
I get a different outlook on things.
Yeah,
we did
definitely.
We did a British one on Wednesday, so we've got a couple that are happening that Courtney is hosting on Mondays and I'm hosting on Wednesdays. They are specifically for our Pommy mates because they've been missing out on the updates. They've been feeling left out. So the Aussies and the Brits are doing that. But everyone is welcome, but they have been pretty calm. We've got a lot of good feedback this week. It was our first week doing them. So they will be happening every Monday and Wednesday.
Nice. Very nice.
As well as Muppets Fridays.
That's right.
Yes,
that's
definitely
right.
Come to Fridays.
Those of y'all that do X, by God, go check both of them out.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. A lot of people
Thank
can't
you so
handle
much,
it,
Adam. It's been nice talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do it again.
I had to resist. I could feel my southern drawl wanting to come out, so I had to resist. Because otherwise, it sounds like I'm trying to make fun of people or taking the piss, and I didn't want to do that.
You're good. You're good. You need just a little bit more practice, but you're good.
I was trying not to do it. I just tend to do it without even thinking. Then I end up going to say someone wants to order a monka. I have to have a monka. In Australia, it's a mocha. So I have to make sure I don't do that.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go play with my kiddos for a while. Y'all go
You got
check.
two?
Yeah. There you go. Absolutely. And guys, we'll definitely do this again sometime soon.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Kate.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Adam.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
When the facts get twisted and the lies stack tall, my red, white, and blue heart starts at answering the call. Question everything. Don't swallow the lies they try to sell. 'Cause sometimes lies